Can win.
Have some cash on hand.
Okay, hang on. Let me sort my dice. So what's what?
Paying off the DM so he doesn't die.
Yes.
This is how you ensure you don't die.
It's called life insurance.
Yeah.
Life insurance.
Buying life insurance.
Wes, I'm so glad that you said that little bit of information and then I could just do what I wanted to with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
That's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, we
Just gonna use
leveled up.
it in a really horrible
that's the
way.
best thing for an actor, man. You give them motivation. You just give them their motivation and let them roll. Are we good?
You're good.
All right.
Yeah, my number's up.
First things first.
Under this.
All of our audio for the stream tonight and streams going forward is provided by tabletopaudio.com. You are here. Check them out. Great audiences, great music. Freaking great guy. Does all this stuff for free. So, and it's fantastic audio. So, cool. So let's recap where we were when we ended last time. So we had the party had been sent out to the Freljord, which is the northern continent of the world, to acquire 3 ancient artifacts to help prevent the rise of an evil god, Ayuz. And they found the 3 artifacts. The last one, they took down a frost giant named Krolnak, and Reese, the cleric, was able to heft the mighty warhammer and
Get it off of me.
get it off of Vin, who it had fallen on. But he is now the wielder of an ancient artifact known as Numenor, which is a warhammer that deals crazy thunder damage.
He has changed his name to Thor.
Yes, pretty much. As soon as you can throw it and it comes back to you, pretty much. But yeah, so you after finishing off the giant, you guys
Flick the wrist. It's all the wrist.
you guys took a short rest, and
That's right, we did take a short
yep.
rest.
So if you needed to roll any hit dice, make sure you've done that. And we will pick up with you guys resting in the chamber where you felled the giant.
I have 5 hit dice now.
The big change.
As you are finishing up your short rest and getting ready to head out, if you'll recall, there was when you walked into the room initially, Krolnak was standing on an altar, and there were sort of the disembodied, floating heads of what appeared to be 4 different elemental lords that were imbuing him with power. And as you prepare to leave the chamber, at the top of that altar, of not really flame, it looks like flame, but it's almost kind of a bluish purple color. Sort of the head and shoulders of a pretty gnarled looking dwarf appears atop of the altar, and it calls out, "Who now wields Numenor?"
Tis I.
One of the clans, and what be your name?
Reese.
Reese. Very well. Do you know who I am?
Nope.
Actually, give me a religion check. You probably do know who this is.
No, but yeah. I'm
Here
gonna
comes
try
the 1, so no, I don't.
A religion check from the war quick. Alright.
Religion check from any cleric.
12.
Bad.
12. Yeah, you would know that this is Clingit and Silverbeard, god of war of the dwarves. And he sort of looks down at you and he says, "It's time that the dwarf had wielded my hammer again." He says, "However, you must prove yourself worthy to wield it. You are able to retrieve it. However, you may not be worthy to continue wielding it. As you leave this chamber, you will be tested. Go now. Prove your worth, my son."
Fun.
Good luck.
You got this, bro.
And then just the face disappears.
Prove your worth, as if we didn't just beat the last guy they fawned over.
No. This is him proving his worth.
Yeah, we just
This
sit back
isn't
and
us
watch.
beating up on the guy
That's what
before
I'm
him.
saying. We just beat the last guy that these fire people were fawning over.
I'll cheer you on from afar.
Super.
What's he got to prove?
Right.
All right, so
Sounds like a pretty bad contract
Well,
to
they
me.
saw him as a team. Now they want to see him as an individual.
before you use the door that you entered into the chamber, heading back out into the winding network of hallways that will lead you out of this giant's
The
temple.
blood.
Yeah,
After
you're in
we
the
follow
you're in the
him?
front there.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You are leading us out of here.
All right.
Don't worry, I got your back.
I know. You got this.
No, I've got
I'll watch your back.
I'm right front.
I'm behind you.
Hey, Vin,
Somewhere.
on your way out, there, can you check for traps in this corridor?
Why, yes, I can.
I was supposed to be
Will
listening
you?
to
Why not?
Will you?
All right, so as you kind of make your way into the center of the room, you're going to check for traps. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
But wait, this is back the way we came, right?
And you're heading back out.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you've been through.
Isn't that the chosen?
Six. Yeah, it doesn't.
No,
Doesn't-
26.
Oh, 26. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be trapped. However, you do notice in the cracks between the stones and the floor, you do see what appears to be like motes of dust rising out of the floor. But it doesn't appear that it's trapped.
There are absolutely no traps,
Okay.
but I wouldn't step on the cracks.
I was about to say it.
Well, F.
Yeah.
Who's got tiny feet?
And him?
I'm gonna ride on your back. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I stepped on one.
All right, so as you guys are making your way through this room, I need everybody to give me a just straight dexterity check
Oh,
to see how easily you can traverse the room without stepping on any of the cracks.
That's so good.
Really not good.
no.
21.
1, 2.
7.
10.
11.
6.
Okay, so Vin is the only one who successfully navigates across the room. So if you want to move Vin's mini all the way to the door, he makes it across. But and he's pretty quick as well. However, Reese takes a first step and just right onto the crack in the
What
floor.
did I just tell you?
If you'll take that and put it between Vin
Oh, man.
and everybody roll initiative.
Starting out.
What is it for not participating in the fight?
Then you cannot roll initiative, I suppose.
I will roll.
That's your
just in
choice.
case.
Hey, what did we figure out for initiative and dexterity?
It is just your
It
dexterity.
is just your dexterity. Your
I'm
proficiency
confused
bonus.
because we keep asking so
It's
many
what you're
times.
saying.
Now I
Yeah.
don't know.
Your proficiency bonus only applies to saving throws and skills that you're proficient in, and weapons that you're proficient with.
So I just take this.
So if you are proficient in initiative, which nobody
Is,
is,
then you would get.
Okay.
If you have,
I think thieves are like one of
Is it
the
math
people,
or is it?
right?
I can't remember now.
So I add that one.
Then
That
he
one.
becomes
that one.
proficient in
just add your dex.
That changes.
I don't think so.
he
I'd
said
have
just
to look.
straight dex. So whatever your dex
I'm talking about the archetype.
plus 2,
Yeah.
so 12.
I'd have to look because I haven't played
Okay,
that archetype.
20 to 25.
21.
22.
23.
Just straight dex.
Dang.
Oh no, it's
That's
20.
what I said,
20. 20.
Okay, so we got 22
Yeah,
for
it's at my
Shava.
build, I get
Well, it's
my dex and my
Zilva.
charisma
Zil,
Yeah.
okay.
for my initiative.
Change your name.
It was too close to
Yeah,
Shanta.
Yeah,
I was
I'll do
confused.
it. Okay, so 22 for Gundar.
I got
21 for
It doesn't matter.
Vin.
Same thing for me. Same thing.
Gundar. Alright, 15 to 20.
19.
19. Anybody else? Or 15 to 20? 11. 10 to 15.
12.
12. Kriv.
Right on that cleric's initiative.
Alright. 5 to 10.
9.
Oh.
Oh,
Almost broke 10.
almost to the
All right.
double digits.
That's everybody. So at the top of the round, Zilva, you are up.
What do I see?
Where are you at right now?
In the
Right
back.
there.
Yeah, so as everyone starts kind of like creeping through the room at Vin's sort of, hey, watch out for the cracks, he like nimbly just hopscotches his way across, and Reese just first stepped down. And you see just right in front of Reese, you see this just looks like a giant rock man just grows up out of the ground and just like it's hulking over Reese, probably about 8 or 9 feet tall. He's
Why do you ask me to investigate when you don't take my advice after I do? I just don't get it.
And he even said he had tiny feet.
He's a giant rock. I don't know what an arrow will do to it, but I'm gonna shoot an arrow at it.
Okay,
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark it first.
sure.
Well, hey, this is his challenge.
I think we're all involved.
We should not interfere.
Well, at least 2 people are involved now.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
17.
17 will hit, just barely.
Oh god.
Just really.
I haven't played this one in a long time, I'm sorry.
Yo.
D8 plus 5.
And it is not hurt yet, so no Colossus.
And if you get the D6, because it's 100 strength.
5.
Plus.
Plus your dex.
Plus another 5. 10.
So 10 total. Okay. Yeah, you shoot the arrow, and it sails across the gap right over everyone's shoulder, and it does slam into the creature, but he just kind of looks at it and just continues to bear down on Reese. All right, then.
You got this?
We'll find out.
Behind him. I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay, what action are you holding?
Well, I'm actually pulling out of initiative
Okay,
order.
Gundar.
I lean over to Reese, pat him on the butt, say you got this, and then hold my initiative order until I think he goes.
Okay. Garen.
If he were a bard, you'd be inspired.
Well, he's not.
I saw that little singing thing. I was like, that's perfect.
Yeah, that was great.
How big around is this thing?
How big around is the creature?
Yeah.
He probably takes up the space of a couple of people.
Are we going to activate any traps if we step somewhere else?
We're about to
I
put
don't
it
know. He didn't find any traps.
Well,
You're talking
obviously,
about
it's out
more
there.
traps.
down. This is fine.
You don't know.
Nope. We'll find out
That's what I
though.
want to do.
Okay. Garen's gonna run into the room. I'm Garen, right? Yep, I'm Garen.
You are.
Gavin?
And say, yep, I'm pretty sure he's got this. And go here, and then I'm gonna continue dashing until I get in front of him.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. That'll bring up Kriv.
All right.
Sorry, I was too far away to smack you on the butt.
Nope, okay. Well, let's just keep going. Magic missile.
Okay.
3 people involved.
Yeah, now I put people on
What level are you casting it at?
We're going to do it level 2.
Okay. How many level 2 slots do you have left?
3. They all restored. Rest on there?
Long rest.
Oh crap. Well then never mind. Level 1.
Okay, so 3d4 plus 3.
Your save DC.
Come here. These things are terrible. Where do I find that? We're designing these. 6, 8, 11.
11 points of damage. All right. Yeah, so you just reach out and these 3 missiles fly out of Kriv's hand. They slam into the creature. You see like bits of rock just blown off of its, off of its hand.
Short rest.
All right, that will bring it up.
8, 11.
Well, let's see.
14.
You guys are in front. So I'm good.
All right. Seeing you wielding the hammer, he's going to make 2 slam attacks against Reese. That's going to be a 23 and a 24 to hit.
Both.
Let's confirm we did hit level 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Take 30 points of bludgeoning damage. This thing just slams 2 giant stone fists into your face.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going after that.
Okay.
I'm going with Singer. Now let's go.
I'm gonna step up and flank it.
Okay. You just move them up for me.
Yeah, first attack missed.
Okay.
Second attack missed.
All right. Yeah. So
Alright.
come in like your
With
sword's
advantage.
your sword's just like
It bouncing off of the
right off
rock.
of this thing's
Good
rock.
job on this swinging.
Reese, are you still up?
Barely.
Okay.
I will go.
I think we should go
That kind of changes things a little bit.
Hey, just take a step back. I got this.
Well, that would be, attack of opportunity. Let's not do that.
You can disengage.
I am actually going to disengage.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are no fun with
Pull him
this
back into the hallway.
non-advantage
Pull me
shenanigans.
back into the hallway. I said the last attack did. The 16 misses, right?
It does.
Yeah.
You know
okay.
what?
I thought that you said 17 barely hit.
What'd you roll on 4 dice?
I'm feeling bold.
My best roll was a 9.
I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians,
Okay.
which is gonna be a wisdom saving throw for him.
Spirit Guardian, is that the one where they like circle around you?
Yeah, and
It's my favorite.
everybody that
Dominating everybody in the team?
right.
Fair enough. So you said whiz saving throw? That's a 4.
Well, he's about to take 3d8 damage.
Alright. Do it.
There you go. 18.
Nice.
You can still move, right?
Very nice.
That's your action.
Yeah, that was
To
my
cast Spirit
action.
Guardians.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon behind him.
Okay, it can attack this turn too.
Oh, yeah.
Throw like a d4 or something behind him there so we know he's got a spiritual weapon up.
That's 28 plus. What was it? 8.
8 points of damage? Or an 8 to hit?
8 points of damage.
Well, you gotta roll hit with it.
Yeah, sorry.
That's fine. Just a melee spell attack.
Do I add anything to that for that?
Your spell attack bonus, which should be your proficiency bonus plus your whiz
plus your
modifier.
whiz modifier.
24.
That'll hit.
So 8.
8 points of damage, nice. Alright.
You can still move, right?
Yeah, but
Still
it'll
get
take an
swung at.
attack.
And if he stays
No.
within melee range all the way
Well, that's
around
true.
him.
He can move around if you
I'm
want.
gonna hold it right here.
Okay. That will bring us back to the.
Wait, I'm going after him.
You're going after him?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me put you back in here.
I'm going for the inspiration here.
And let me put you in here.
How you looking?
Bad. Real
Okay.
bad.
That's why I said move.
Gundar.
Basically can't now get in front of you.
Like,
I mean, the dwarf guy
yeah,
told him
that's
it was
playing
his trial,
Dungeons and
man.
Dragons online.
Yeah. That doesn't mean you can't have help.
That's true.
I will use my last rage of the day,
How did it do that?
I believe.
Alright. You are raging.
It probably had it off screen. It probably said Dungeons and
Action
Dragons,
rage.
and then
It
said
is.
online off
Yeah.
You
screen.
get 2 attacks now, right?
I do.
We're
Alright.
online and it's Dungeons and Dragons.
That's a
crit on that first hit.
Do you have
Nice.
advantage right now?
Weapon, right?
No.
No,
Weapon
which one doesn't
doesn't
give you
grant.
advantage? So that's a 20 and a 14-year-old.
Yes.
What's your bonus? Oh, 14 will hit.
plus 7.
Yeah, they both hit.
Yeah.
So roll your crit first. You got brutal critical yet? No.
I don't believe so.
Get your own PHP.
I don't think so at level 5.
I don't think so either.
That's only if I'm
Okay, well, anyway, don't roll your double dice for that crit.
That was a level 9.
And just go ahead and roll
Yeah,
triple
probably
dice.
a good way
'cause you
off.
gotta, they both hit. So.
okay.
He is
Two
faster
modifiers.
at level 5.
Well, there's 2 ones. So one of those is a 2. 9, 12, 16, 17, 18,
And 2 modifiers.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 damage.
29 damage. Yeah, you got your claymore out?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like slash into this thing. Both hits. Like one of them you like get pretty deep and you see like a ton of rock come out of its shoulder. The other one you slash through like across where its waist would be. And they both like look like they went pretty deep, but this giant stone man just doesn't seem to really care too much. That's gonna bring us up to Zilla at the top.
What's like 30 feet? Like, can I
The
go?
squares are 5.
Okay. So where do we start out? Like right there.
Yeah, just just start counting from the door really, since we don't have any previous map. So.
So if I want to like run by and like touch him and keep going, is that like attack of opportunities?
As long as you stay
Keep
outside of a
going?
square of the guy. So if you came up behind Reese, you would still be outside. As long as you stayed that distance away, you'd be fine.
Okay. So she's basically just gonna like
Take like half your movement to get there. That's
Yeah.
like 10 feet probably, 10, 15 feet to get there.
5.
5, 10,
5,
15.
10, 15.
Yeah, so you take half your movement to get there
And then I'm gonna like touch him
for
and
your action.
Yeah, cure wounds.
Give me cure wounds at what level?
I don't know.
Oh, you probably only just have level 1 still, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so just go ahead and roll us a d8 plus your wisdom modifier.
Sure.
So,
I didn't help you very much.
Free
but-
shield 4 points. As Silver runs by
Yeah,
and
it's 4 points.
Yeah, you can measure that.
And she says, she touches you and leans in and says, make it count.
and you can still have 15 feet of movement. So if you wanted to
I mean,
like
if
back
you
up
were
into a
barking,
corner or
you'd
something, you
fire.
can still move.
Okay, yeah. And then she's gonna like,
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Or if any of us were gathered.
All right, Garen.
Alright, well. Seeing Ben's swords bounce off of the rocky carapace.
Actually, since you guys are in the tunnel, pull this sheet right here off back to where the tunnel stops.
Okay.
So there. Yep.
Alright, good, because I'm going to back up even further.
Okay.
Right there.
That's traps activate.
And I'm going to conjure a little flaming ball and shoot it
Okay.
at the rock man. Oh, that was a 19.
That was it.
There's a 4.
4 points of damage. Right. Okay. Yes, you just it's a firebolt.
Yep.
Yeah, you just shoot out a firebolt, hits in the back, and you see the rock like melts just a little bit around from the heat, and then he just kind of flexes and still going. But yeah, it did hurt him. All right, Kriv.
Alright.
Let's probably run that.
Use your 3rd level spell, lightning bolt.
Takes all my points.
In a giant line.
He's not 5th level.
Not yet.
Can't cast 3rd level spell.
I can't see the squares.
That looks like a pineapple from here.
Fine. Alright.
it does.
Pineapple head.
Back here.
Yeah, you got it.
It's our tribute to sight.
I can't unsee it.
And it,
I know.
that's nice. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Who lives on a pineapple under the
Oh my
sea?
god. Oh my
Here,
god.
it's our tribute to sight.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I had it up and I left it. Alright. Do poison spray.
Okay, what does that do?
Extend your hand toward a creature you can see within range. Project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. Must succeed on Constitution saving throw. Take D12. 1D12.
Okay,
Is it a cone?
It's 10 feet.
it's just a straight line.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
have to roll for that? Because it didn't say
No,
make
it's
range attack.
Constitution for him.
Yeah, it's just a Constitution saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
Pretty sure this guy's probably a pretty
13?
good con.
That's like we need poison.
That's a 22.
Yep. Alright, cool.
Yeah, as it hits and it splashes off the surface of him, give me just a straight intelligence check.
I'm not very smart, so. Hang on.
I don't think the rock man needs.
13.
You're pretty sure that rocks are immune to poison.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Things on my hat.
This is free. It's a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why. If that had been a spell slot, I'd been like, let's.
Yeah.
I would have stopped you. Let's see here. That's going to be its turn.
Damage.
You see its form shift and start to turn back into the dust motes, and it sinks back down into the
That's
stone.
no fun.
It's going to
Sucks,
appear.
Oh,
It's going to stone glide back into the
Tunnel?
tunnel.
Oh,
Does he fit?
awesome.
It doesn't fit. You
Oh,
just
he
small
can
and-
fit.
He fits. And he pops back up through the through the stone. He's going to take one slam attack each on the 2 rogues. So the one against Vin.
It's been nice knowing you guys.
Disadvantage.
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 Oh yeah. Okay, that's an
Standing
11.
close, right?
Miss.
I'm standing close, so I get disadvantage.
The one against Garen
Try.
is going to be a 14.
Oh, hey, that misses.
All right.
Ducking and weaving, man. We're ducking and weaving.
Drops back down into the stone. Takes his movement.
That's right. You move, coward. You better leave.
Yeah, he goes right back to where he was.
Put the spirit weapon back on.
All right, that is going to bring up Vin.
Leave me up there to him. I ain't playing that game. There we go. 22.
That'll hit.
And 18.
That'll hit.
This would be really disappointed. This guy just disappeared.
Oh, he's still alive.
23 points of damage.
20, do you have magical weapons?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Oh,
Dang.
Okay. Yeah, as you lay into it with your scimitar and your short sword, like you're carving off stone, but as much force as you're giving it, you're used to this doing a lot more damage. Reese.
I'm going to then use the rest of my movement to back out.
Okay. So
you can
bonus
still
action
hit you.
disengage.
Because if he does that again and comes over here, he's not attacking him.
yeah, but he's
Reese, what do you got?
Alright, so
Disadvantage.
being that I've just got Numenor, even though it requires a tune,
You guys spend a short rest, so
Okay.
you're attuned to it.
I'm attuned to it. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. I'm going to infuse it with the divine energy.
That adds to your damage, right?
Yes.
And you can
All right,
do
so
it
you can do
after
that. You can
hit.
decide to do that after you hit.
After you hit.
Yeah, so don't let it suck your life away before you know that it's going to hit.
Well, I haven't used it yet. So it says I get
But you saying you can
once
hit?
per long rest, or use the D8.
No, it's once per long rest, and it uses one of those two things to do it. I believe it's. Let me see how I worded it again.
Yeah. According to the way, like I can use, according to the way you worded it, I can use it more than once, but it would cost a D8 and 2 hit points. But being the
Okay, the way that I intended it to be written, and I mean this makes sense to me. The way that I wrote it is you can add the extra damage once per long rest, and you choose one of those two options as your fuel source for it. Does that make sense? So once per long rest, you can be like, all right, I'll add the damage, and then when you say that you're going to add the damage, you either expend a first level spell slot or you take damage
so
yourself.
I'm gonna expend a first level spell slot.
Okay. Well, like I said, make sure you hit
Okay.
But
first.
don't do that until
Don't
you
do it until you hit.
I'm gonna, before you even say anything,
Okay.
I'm gonna use
Little.
Divine inspiration.
Channel Divinity.
Yep.
Be 20.
20 will hit.
Well, I guess it'd be 25, whatever. But
And I don't think it's on that copy. It is a +1 weapon, so it is +1 hit and +1 damage in addition. It's a +1 magic weapon.
so, what's that, 21? Is that what it would be?
You would have 21 to hit. Yeah.
Do I get my like strength and everything with that?
Yeah. It acts like a regular warhammer plus all those extra bonuses.
So it'd be like 26.
So 26 points of damage.
No, 26 to hit.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you get
So 18?
18
Plus
points of
one.
damage.
18.
because it's a magical weapon.
So 19 points
So
of
19
damage.
points of damage. Is that with the thunder damage?
Yes, that's with the thunder damage and the radiant energy
Okay.
or divine energy.
So you said 18.
19.
19. Nice. Yeah. So as you basically your holy symbols that are branded in your hand start to glow, and you grip the hammer tight, and you just smash right into this thing's face, and you see its face just crumbles, and like radiant energy just explodes through it. It looked like it hurt it pretty bad.
And then I'm going, as a bonus action, I'll attack with my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Roll a hit.
Eight.
You have to roll to hit.
You gotta roll
Oh,
it. Yeah.
shit.
With advantage, right?
Spiritual weapon will not
Your
hit.
weapon doesn't get or grant.
Oh, get order grant? Oh,
So
okay.
no.
Big no.
All right.
Real big no.
That'll bring up Gundar.
Alright, well, as soon as I can.
Circle around.
That's what I'm gonna do. Good luck, Reese.
Alright, so you can
Jack
try my
around
butt
under
again.
his big stone arm.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much taller than you.
Try the other cheek.
Oh, there's an 11. 9. 16
16 misses.
and an 18.
18 hits.
Five, 6. 12.
12. All right. Yeah. So you just slash into it. You slash into it again with the
I
claymore.
don't do much damage to this guy. I do like
and
6 points of damage.
Like tons of rock just comes off of him. And he's starting to look pretty bad. Like he doesn't even really have a humanoid form anymore. He's just kind of
But it's
sloping
his
around.
head.
Okay. That will bring up Zilva.
Okay. Might help if she turns around and not at the rock.
I've been looking away from him the whole time.
Yeah, just I want to see this. So, she's gonna aim at the part of his crumbled face and try to shoot.
Okay.
So,
Oh, yeah.
26.
That'll hit. And it is damaged. So you get an extra D8.
There you go.
15.
15 points of damage.
Plus 5, so 20.
20 points. Alright. As you come back, the arrow that you shoot it just soars out and catches it right in the face, and like the shaft just like turns as the arrowhead just digs in, and you see its form just start to turn back into dust and fall down between the cracks again. It is dead.
Very
Ah.
nice.
Cool.
Well, for right now.
Don't step on the cracks.
So if we step on a crack, it brings it back again.
Don't
Do
you want to find out?
Make a perception check.
Who?
Anybody.
Oh, I'm not worried.
It's wondering about that.
No,
No,
No?
I rolled a 5.
5. You don't see any dust coming up from the floor like you had pointed out initially. So
21.
yeah, there's no more of the dust like rising up out of those cracks between anymore. It looks like it's
Hey,
receding.
let's try it.
Now you step on a crack.
So we just
Go for
wait
it.
here and try it when we're gone.
That's
All right.
fine.
Cool. That was. Yeah.
How would you like to continue onward?
With all my spells on
With Reese in front.
He is dead.
How are you looking?
Oh, I thought you were saying Reese is dead. I'm like,
bad.
Or the bad guy's
I
dead.
have a
Sorry.
potion of healing.
Let me see.
Alright.
If I have.
As the elemental starts to you basically turn back into dust and go back into the ground, you see again the same face of Clangeddon, and he just kind of looks at you and says, "Well done, my son. Continue on. Show the power of the dwarves." And you see the room that you were in, where it was starting to fall, or where you fought the giant originally. You see the room just starts to crumble behind you. It's not super fast, but it looks like it's going to
Let's move.
If you remember, that chamber was pretty long, but it's starting to crumble out from under you.
Let's go.
I'm going to take a potion of healing.
Okay.
Drink that on the move.
Yeah, let's go.
2d4 plus 2.
6.
Okay.
Like how fast is it crumbling? Like at like a walking pace?
Like, we should probably go.
Might need to heal.
7.
Looks like it might be here in a minute.
I'm
It's
gonna
coming.
turn to your Reese.
You're not real good with numbers and time.
Pop another
Shouldn't
potion.
roll this dice.
Maybe.
Drink on the run.
That's a little bit better.
You talk.
Let's
you
go to
throw
remove
me another
that.
one.
Next chamber.
To there? All the way up there or right to the entrance?
All the way to the.
Yeah, you go and remove it. I mean, I assume you guys are going to move into it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Those are spicy.
What?
You might want to try a spicy starburst.
Absolutely
no,
not.
this sounds like it would hurt. Like,
That sounds like the wrong
childhood.
thing all day long.
Yeah.
Sounds like
bad
that hurt my
chili
childhood.
Yesterday.
Okay, look for traps.
Spicy. How do you make
He gave me another healing potion. I healed another 6.
There are absolutely
I wouldn't wanna
no
do that.
traps in this room.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 1.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to
Good.
try 2 health potions that quick. At least for how
You're
much-
good. Keep moving.
Yeah. In quick succession. Because then you have a lot of liquid in your stomach. According to this guy.
Two health potions? Not so much. 2 different kinds of potions back
I drank 2 health
So you
potions and
drank
you're
2
like,
different kinds of potions.
I drank 2 in that fight, and you told me to do a constitution save.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I just.
That's why I was warning him.
You took a second one?
Yeah.
Constitution.
That's why I was trying to warn him.
It's weird.
But he
And that
took
wasn't
it.
a good noise.
5.
You don't feel so good.
You're always throwing up.
You feel better and worse at the same time.
It's like we're on a boat.
It's like caving in behind us.
Yeah, about the time you make it to this room, the room that you're in, and it stops.
okay.
It gets about to where the hallway is, and you just see a jagged expanse behind you.
I'm not waiting.
As you run across the little alcove.
Weird.
You feel
No,
a gust of air
I'm gonna tuck and
across
roll.
you. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see how good you're tuck and rolling.
This is right before he tries to tuck and roll.
Crit 27.
You manage to hold yourself against the wind, and the wind.
you just roll out the
The
game.
wind stops,
Keeps rolling.
and then it blows again harder, and out of the alcove. Put that little guy in by the alcove.
I feel like we're gonna have to fight every single one of these things.
Let's see what else. Earth, wind,
That's
Fire,
why we don't get
fire,
Captain Flame.
Water.
And heart, yeah. Captain Point.
wind.
Obviously, Garen is hard.
There's 5 of them.
He's just so full of it.
Alright, so just to keep things simple, we'll use the same initiative track
Earth,
for this,
Aw,
Fire.
Water.
water.
which will start with Silva.
It looks like wind.
Yeah, basically, I mean, it almost looks like almost like a cyclone or a tornado, or with an odd like face in the
How does it
swirling
hurt
winds.
wind?
Can you
Yeah.
set one?
You send in a pocket of dry air.
I don't know. Well, I'm stumped on this one. I don't know how to cut air.
Attempt to shoot it.
Okay.
Yeah, go Gondar.
I
Fight
was like,
air
oh
with
my god,
fire.
is my arrow. I'm gonna move Hunter's Mark onto it.
Sure. Yep. Do that.
I'm probably gonna hit it with a 13.
13. No, that's gonna miss. Yeah. It just you didn't find any purchase in its form. Yeah, its form is pretty. Not real solid. Let's see. That's gonna bring up Garen.
Oh, Garen already?
Go get it, Garen.
We're gonna move towards the exit again, as far as we can, so about 30 feet.
Okay.
There we go. Ish.
As you get
3, 4, 5.
As you get to the door, you see it's a spiral staircase that leads up.
Okay. And we're gonna firebolt it. 20.
That'll hit.
Please don't fireball.
Ask
6
how big the room
points.
was.
6 points damage. All right.
So I guessed it.
All right. Yeah. So as you run just out of your hand, firebolt, and it hits, and you see the wind where it hits changes color, and it sort of looks like it took some damage from that. All right. That'll bring up crew.
I wanted to know if it was gonna work.
We'll see.
Firebolt.
I
Oh.
forgot.
You say your spell attack. though.
Yes.
I forgot about that on the
Yeah,
last
yeah.
stuff.
Just roll it on.
23.
That'll hit. This is another firebolt.
Yep.
Pick.
Level
D10?
D10 level 4.
What does it do?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Next level would be.
Yes, make a
Next
Five.
level is
wisdom saving throw.
5 points.
If
Okay.
it fails it, they take 3d8.
Are we still within a minute of that fight?
That's
Yep.
10, that's 10
Okay,
minutes,
cool.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your spiritual
Well, I'm
guardian is
asking
still up.
for
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah, I forgot about it on my.
Oh yeah, every turn. Yeah. It should.
Yeah.
Take it. But yeah, I forgot too. So is it on its turn or your turn? I think it's on its turn.
Its turn.
If it moves into or starts in the area. So let's see. That'll bring up it. You see its form start to dissipate, and
Oh no.
Coming for the ropes.
Here comes the monster.
it moves. Like as it dissipates, it moves, and it basically centers right on top of you, Reese. So everybody that's in
It means it moved
base,
into your guardians.
Yep.
yeah, it did. So wisdom saving throw, right?
Yep.
For who?
For the
That's a 10.
fail.
So
Nice.
Dang.
22.
22 points of damage.
Nice.
And I'm sure this doesn't matter to the air elemental, but it is half speed within 15 feet of him.
It is.
Yeah.
He's got a flight speed of 90.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
But yeah, basically he coalesces around you, so I need the 4 of you that are in close proximity to Reese, and Reese included, to make a strength saving throw.
I'm just saying we can head right up those stairs.
I believe I pass.
What'd you make?
18 plus
Yep.
7.
Reese.
9.
Okay.
7.
Who else was there? You are?
17.
17? Okay, so you both pass, you both fail.
I can't do that.
Can't run away?
No.
Why not?
He's the only one that can carry this stupid hammer.
Oh, you need the hammer.
Okay, so
Tough luck.
See you later, man.
I'm gonna save the
Why
world.
can't you run?
Anybody I should tell?
I have a contract to fulfill, and he's the only one that can carry the hammer.
So you need to keep
Alright,
him
so both
alive.
of you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage,
Well, that's not cool.
and you are picked up in the whirlwind and flown 20 feet in a random direction,
Wow.
which is going to be
Don't say
right
backwards.
back into the wall.
Wham.
This wall?
Yep, away
Okay.
from me.
Well, I mean that's good. At least you're not throwing down the broken corridor.
We got signed into.
You didn't even go like 5 feet, so I will say that you're going to take no damage from that.
Okay, cool.
You didn't even go close to the minimum to take any of the damage, but you are both knocked prone. And it is currently occupying your space, Reese.
It takes action to get up, right?
Half your movement.
Okay.
You're up, Reese.
Yes, I will.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Try to hit it with your
Come on,
hand.
actually.
Let me know if it works.
Are we still within a minute of the last time that I cast spiritual weapon?
Yeah, but it can only move 20 feet. I will say that as you were running, you could move it along with you.
We can move 60, but still not too far.
I thought it could only move 20.
No, well, yeah, correct. Sorry.
But also you were able to move it along with you enough. So yes, you can move it up and make a bonus attack with it still. It's still out.
His movement's 20, isn't it?
25.
25.
There you go. We'll put it
I
behind
think
you.
it basically keep up with it.
Am I the only one that's hurting really bad?
Yes, because they are all targeting you.
Super.
At the moment,
I'm at half life, but
I'm at less than a half life, but I'm good.
Position heal thyself.
Alright, well, let's do this.
Did we
then.
heal from the last fight or no?
No, not since the.
I don't think so.
Fight with the
Not
giant
feeling
is
great,
short
but
rest.
Yeah. I was at 6 life. I had the heal.
I kind of don't even.
no, you don't
What do you got, Reese?
Yeah, you don't
I am
hit.
still a player, so I'm
You
going
are?
to. I'm gonna cast.
sit down and have yourself a channel. We'll wait 10 minutes.
He's just gonna multi-class in the paladin.
and we're all one guy just sitting there like,
I really consider doing that online just because, you know, smite.
You know what? Let's do this.
Sneak attack smite.
I'll pick that up in a minute.
How broken can we make this?
Let me see if I can help everybody else out. Help me. Okay, let's go with
Yeah, please keep yourself alive.
guiding bolt.
Okay.
Hope we can one-shot it so you don't die.
Is that considered a ranged magical attack?
we'll find out.
You had your.
You'll be at
You'll be
disadvantage.
disadvantaged because he is right in your grill.
I
Well,
mean, it's all for one.
That building.
Still literally in his space.
you know, since he's in my space,
Do with your hammer. Tell me if it works. I need to know this.
it worked last time, and I don't have enough. Oh, I can use a spell. Let's hit him with the hammer.
Okay.
A true war player. Hit myself? No, that's hitting with the hammer.
You hit? Oh, you can only use that once per long rest.
Right.
That's what you're looking at doing.
Or I can take
Or you can use a.
I can take 1d8 away from myself and 2 hit points.
That's a real war cleric right there.
We'll say that technically, yeah, the way I think it's written, not what I intended, but it gives you a little more options, is you can use it twice for long rest, and you have to use each option once. We'll say that. Because technically it's supposed to be once per long rest, and you use one of those options. It's not, but we'll say, yeah, you can use it twice.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna take you up on it.
You're about to-
That's so much better.
So roll the damage that you take first. Have you already hit it?
The damage I take is 1d8.
Plus 2.
Oh, no, let's not do that.
3 to 10.
I'm gonna do this.
Well,
I was about to be impressed.
with the d8, I was thinking it was like one of my d8, but it's definitely not one of my d8.
No, so you sacrifice a lot of health.
Yeah, you sacrifice some
That's
health.
why you get to do it a second time.
Because it's sucking the life
So
out
you're
of
just taking a normal swing with the hammer?
No.
We'll figure this out.
What do you want to do? Quick.
Quick. Let's go with inflict wounds.
Okay.
Oh, no.
What'd you roll? Okay. I'll take your word for it.
3.
A 3, yeah, that doesn't hit. Is inflict wounds require you to make an attack?
It's a melee spell attack.
Okay. All right.
But I don't think it discharges until he hits, but I could be wrong.
Anyway, look that up. Gundar.
Alright, I assume only magical things hurt this thing, so I'm gonna shoot my claymore.
On a hit.
You said, well,
Only
my
hit,
other
it takes
attack on the
50.
rock golem didn't do that much damage as I'm used to, and this
Yep.
thing
That'd be
smashed to
sick.
pieces.
Right. Well, yours.
Yeah, it would
you
say
cleaned
it
off rock,
if
but
it
it just not.
wasn't wasn't
Basically, it's
discharged.
resistant.
Yeah. So I'll put the claymore back, pull out my magic
It's
longsword that I
literally
acquired a long time ago.
Did you get a magical longsword?
You gave me a +1 longsword a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a
Okay, sure.
Because he offered it to me, but I don't use the longsword because it's not a finesse weapon.
And I'm going to attack him
Okay.
twice.
You will not have advantage.
Oh no.
Okay. There's a crit in there.
Yeah.
Any creature in the area.
So longsword is
Sounds
D6 or
like
D8?
if it fails.
I believe it's D8, but with the ability to versatile for a D10, correct?
Okay. So roll 2d10. Add your modifier and plus 1.
You're gonna hit this.
7 plus 6.
And then plus 1.
Plus
This is
1.
magic, right?
Yeah.
So 14?
14.
It's any creature in the
And do I see the magical weapon do any more damage than that would normally?
I mean, he's wind, it's hard to tell, but like, I mean, you slice through it and you feel like you caught purchase on it. So.
Sweet.
Alright, that's going to take us to the top. Zilva.
Did you skip me?
I might have, yeah, because you're on a little arrow.
You can just join the bottom of the
And
initiative
it's
order.
in his
What?
square, right?
It is
I'm
on
gonna
him,
need to
yes.
Get out of here.
That's slow, half speed.
Does he grant advantage?
I'm not going to call that a flank, because he's technically not on the other side of it.
Fair enough. 12 and a 16.
16 will hit.
3 dice for sneak attack.
No, I tried several matter ones. Plus 8.
Sneak attack and tornado.
13 plus 4, 17 points.
17. Can't do that today.
And
Alright.
I'm done.
Yeah, you slice into it a couple of times, and it's hard to tell. It's a tornado.
Yep.
All right, so back to the top. Zilva.
If I cast Fairy Fire, can I do it like that way and like not hit it, or
I believe Fairy Fire is a cube, so yes, you could originate the cube at the creature and go straight back.
okay? I'm gonna
Would that still get Reese since they're in the same square?
Probably.
like the way he was basically saying it is like if I casted it and hit the creature, it would help the creature.
So if you cast it, Fairy Fire will give everybody advantage to hit it, but if it catches Reese as well, it'll give the creature advantage to hit Reese.
But the
Don't,
thing's
don't
like,
worry about it. It's a reflex save. Dwarf, he's good.
you said it's fully around him, right?
Yeah, it's just in.
So if she started it right at his back and then went to the thing, it would still technically touch
So
the creature,
the
right?
way it works is she would have to put
They are
it.
literally in the same square.
Yeah, you have to put it in
I
the
didn't know if this took in some.
Well, sure,
actual
its
things.
form as it's swirling around is larger than Reese, but for mechanics measuring, you have
Yeah,
to
that's
place it
what
on
I didn't know if it
square.
took in the actual game
Yeah.
effect too in this.
Yeah.
Um,
So if you want to do that, you could.
yeah, I'm gonna say she's
Reese can
gonna
take
try really hard, like to help and not hurt.
Okay. So it's a dexterity saving throw to avoid
it.
it.
Come on, Reese, you can make this.
You can make it.
He's only -1.
Yeah.
That is a 15 for the elemental
Oh,
against your DC.
I think she's higher.
12.
12.
It's only 12.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
it
your
doesn't.
dex,
You need
that's
to
What'd
be
you roll?
12.
fine. Wisdom.
What?
Roll.
She's using fairy fire. No, you can't, Reese.
So yeah, as you do it, basically Reese's form inside this tornado like outlines in like a purple mist.
He is chosen of the dwarven gods.
Gary,
He's glowing with their
do
holy
you want to do anything
power.
else? Do you want to move or?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, get away from Reese.
Yeah, I'm move as far as I can without looking. So, fine.
I'm about to die, aren't I?
Don't worry, I will drag your lifeless, unconscious body while holding the hammer out.
We will drag your body with the hammer on your body out of here.
All right, Garen.
Because we can't move it.
I'm gonna see him light up in the middle of it and go. Well, maybe now I won't hit him. As I fireball the square that has Reese in it.
You fireball it?
Fireball?
A bolt.
The rogue is no fireball.
That'd be awesome.
It would be.
No, that does not hit. That's a 10.
Yeah, it just passes right through the creature's form. Kriv.
Right in Reese's face.
Can't dispel magic.
So, I cast spell. Wait, you said something about hitting Reese?
Yeah, he got
Okay.
he got
If
hit
you do
with
any
fairy
cone effect, you will hit Reese.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna do cone. I have a.
Do your tried and true combo.
I know.
Burning hands!
Can I cast Spare of the Dying on myself?
I think technically you have to put that on someone who's dying.
He is dying.
Oh.
That's his last breath.
All
No!
of us dying.
Oh. Trying to do shocking grasp, but use my last sorcery point to make it 30 feet instead of touch.
Very nice.
So I need to like move in the different directions so I don't hit Reese.
Wait, why would you spend the... You can just touch it.
Yeah.
Just touch
I'm
the
not getting
air.
it, Joe.
What? You trying to move away from it?
I don't want to get close to it.
So I will
You are
I will
close
say
to it,
this.
It's on you.
Since it is occupying the same square and Reese wears metal armor, that will affect Reese too.
Alright, firebolt. Because I don't want to go Reese. I don't want to be that guy.
How do you want to do this?
With a tear rolling down my eye. Alright, okay,
How
so
are you looking
firebolt.
right now?
Not hitting.
Hey, Reese, you can't die. You're the closest thing I have to a confidant.
I mean,
Whoa! That hurts!
That's going to be its turn. It is going to. You see its form basically just starts spinning really fast and moves up into the air, and it comes down and basically it's going to land on the other side of Gundar.
Yes, attacks me.
And I need a strength save from Gundar.
I'm gonna take my opportunity attack against it.
17.
17
I
hit.
really need my switch.
When they shift into their form, you don't.
still
You swing at
One
it.
sorcery point.
Pass?
No spell
Yeah,
slot.
you hit.
Oh, okay.
Or no, yeah, you
What
pass
crazy
to
is
this
the giant?
form, so he does not
And
occupy your
caster
square.
at the end of the
So
day.
he's in his own square now.
Aw. That's
Okay.
I wish I would have done that. You could have occupied my square. It would have made it easier to hit.
Who's up?
Lost my lung. I just-
Cool.
I forgot. A 1 and a 2.
Wow.
Lucky.
At least not double ones.
And a 23.
Found it.
$18 points.
Okay. Yeah, you slice into it once again. Doesn't feel like you're making a repurchase against it.
Alright.
Reese.
I feel good about doing that.
Was he before me?
Yeah, we got it. We got him out of order.
He skipped me last time.
Okay.
Because the way I write initiatives is when he moves down the initiative track,
I mess
I
him
don't have
up.
any space to put him. So
I'm gonna
I
use.
just wasn't sure if we needed to attack that thing. So,
I can
I
use.
mean,
I was just not going to attack
I
it
didn't-
until everyone else joined in.
well, I mean, that's.
And it also slammed him for 30 points of damage, basically almost
Yeah,
knocking him
that hurt.
Jen
unconscious.
just doesn't typically recklessly attack something.
it's just up to you guys how you want to deal with him.
Can I use Cure Wounds on myself?
Please.
Yes, please do.
I'm gonna use my last third level spell slot
Ooh, it's 38 plus whiz.
on myself. 20.
Alright. Mark it right.
There we go.
And spiritual weapon, do you want to do anything? No bonus action?
Well, I mean, it's way over there. I'm gonna.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I keep forgetting to do your wisdom.
You
Oh
can do
yeah,
that.
and then he's got a wisdom saving throw
That's
too.
right. On his turn.
You might need that.
That is a 16.
That passes.
So he takes half damage. On a pass, he takes half.
Yeah, it does take half on a
I'm
pass.
glad you're right there. Don't give him that shocking grasp. It made her good reactions.
Is there anything that
I
I don't really know so much about that one spell 'cause it's my favorite.
How much damage is that?
spell so far?
oh, 6?
6 total.
Well, 6 is half.
So it did 12.
So it did
He
12.
did 12.
Gotcha.
He already had
I
it.
got you. Did you move your spiritual weapon up at least?
You can move it to where it hits in a corner.
Okay. Yep, sure, go ahead and attack.
What?
You can attack. You can move 20 feet and attack.
19.
That'll hit.
Yeah, our cleric can put out some damage now. Just tell me.
Oh. 24 and a half. 12.
Why'd you have it?
That's not half.
That's not half? Oh, 24.
24.
Hold on. The little Warhammer thing?
Whoa, no.
On his
Yeah, what is
spiritual
it?
weapon.
Your spiritual weapon is just, I think
It's 1d8, so plus
plus
11, sorry.
11, okay.
My bad, sorry.
I was about to be really impressed.
Sorry.
I was like,
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay, Gundar.
Alright, I will attack it again.
Okay.
17
How long does it work?
and more than 17.
Those will both hit.
Uh, 15 plus 12.
That's dead. Yeah, so as you just take the longsword, one final thrust it right into like where this like strange looking wind face is. You just see the wind just sucks right back into the alcove.
You stab air, and here comes all the credit given to the dwarf again.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's go before it starts caving in.
Yeah, I'll say.
And so as you make your way to the staircase, you see the room starts to collapse.
Wait, the guy doesn't appear again?
As you get into the staircase, he does.
Oh, okay, well, I'm
I'm there somewhere.
I'm feeling.
I'm too lazy to
Renewed.
get him, but I was by the stairs, so I'm already up.
Yeah.
So then down into there.
It actually goes up.
Okay.
Up into there.
Up into there.
I didn't really know how to
like
make that
here.
work.
Like where we come out.
You come out of the yeah, basically.
Okay. So there's even
That's
more
all.
upstairs. We have options now. This is fantastic. Where do we go?
Yeah, as you're in the hallway, once again you see the face appear in front of you again, Reese. Continue on, my son. You are almost there.
We're here too.
As all of you get out, the stairway just
I'll
collapses.
investigate.
Okay.
Crit, so 27.
You see there's this sort of well in the middle that's raised up in the floor. You see there's water just pouring out of the cracks in the stones.
I think it's gonna be a
I
water.
think I know what this is gonna be. Heart.
Hey, do we take the staircase behind us or the hallway in front of us?
Are there ways to avoid the water?
I mean, it's just like seeping out between like the stones. Like imagine like if the stones are just stacked, the water would slowly seep out, and it's seeping out onto the floor. And you can see, like if you look over, it's not that tall, obviously, but if you look over it, you can see that there's a basin of water down in the ground.
Okay. I'm just kind of wondering, maybe they won't leave the room they're in. What if we just book?
Then maybe his weapon won't upgrade. Do we even know if his weapon upgrades?
You don't know.
Okay.
You don't even know what an upgrade is.
I'm asking the wrong person. He's a war cleric.
gonna
He's like
fight.
banging his shield. And
Yeah, he's gonna fight it.
I'm gonna light a torch and just throw it right in the middle of the well.
Yay!
Okay.
Here we go.
And it's gonna go.
and
Yeah,
Will's
just
gonna
throw it
go-
in the water's maybe only 8 or 9 feet down. As you throw it in, the torch hits and you just see it just fizzles.
I'll touch the water.
You would have to like climb in the well to touch
Oh,
it.
never mind.
Okay, get out. I'll go.
Like I said, it's 8 or 9 feet from the
Yeah, I'm right behind
surface
the
down
other
to the
road.
water.
Yeah.
You go down this way.
Yep. Getting out.
Zelda follows.
Yeah, so I need a just to see how gentle you can be dexterity saving throws, see if you can avoid stepping in the puddles.
That's what I said I did.
And
Everybody
11.
or
Just the two that have walked by at this point.
Well, I
Oh,
said
that's what I said
followed
I did.
the- Nobody
stepped
took
in the
me
water.
with them.
You said you. Oh, I thought you mean you like touched the water. in
No,
the
I
well.
said I stepped in the
Oh,
water.
you touched the water on the ground? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like way back before anyone had moved.
wow, he looks really bad in there.
Yeah.
So imagine
Really
like
easy to avoid.
3 or 4, basically basically just like a water spout shoots up out of this well, and it's just turning in all directions. Yeah, make it a little
You
taller,
guys are back there.
and you're like right up next to it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so we will pick the initiative up again with who went loud. We'll say as you moved, we'll be just back at the top with Silva.
We're still at a minute.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Close.
Getting close.
Where did I was following this area, so I would have been like over here somewhere.
No, there was no.
No.
Because
As soon
Oh,
as we
we,
came
like,
in, he
backtracked
steps up and
three.
starts, you know,
Man,
like a little
God.
kid
Water,
splashing in
water.
the bubbles.
no, I was like, he touched that, something appeared. He went through wind, something appeared. Let's see water.
Yeah, like I said, he's a little kid walked up and starts jumping.
We know when we touch it, they appear, so let's touch it.
Creature rangers on Gundar.
Yeah, so,
Hey, just wait till we get
I'm
the
gonna
fire.
I guess move Hunter's Mark, and then kind of like she's just gonna try to aim at like the base of the water with the
Okay, I mean, like, imagine like a geyser almost, like in a national park, you know? Like, that's kind of what this looks like. But when the water goes up, it doesn't fall down. It just continually sort of roils in
It's
this
just all one.
anthropomorphic water shape.
I'm just thinking Gunny has a new friend.
right. Can I say she shoots and runs? Like I'm just gonna shoot and like continually move around.
Yeah, I mean, you can move your 30 feet and shoot,
Okay.
or you can shoot and move your 30, either way.
You're not very good at that.
No. 9, 13.
13 just misses.
Okay.
Your arrow soars over the top of the well. You hear it clatter against the wall on the other side.
She's like moving.
Okay. That's going to bring up Garen.
All right. So
Oh yeah, I'm doing more damage.
this water spout is continually feeding itself from the well.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
I know it's about to happen.
Yeah, sure.
What? What do you think I'm gonna do?
Just do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all think I'm gonna do. Y'all
If
don't
you
know.
don't do what we think you're gonna do, we're gonna be disappointed.
Y'all gonna be disappointed
No.
because I don't know what you want me to do. I think you're forgetting who I'm playing.
I need to talk to it.
I know, right?
It's not Rin.
If it were Ren, he'd just be smashing the side of the well. Go back there. No, I'm gonna run
Be in its grill smashing your
on
shield.
the other side, and
That's fine.
on my way, I'm gonna pop the vial of oil that I have. I'm gonna go
Just throw it into the well.
just throw it into the well.
Okay.
Just an open vial of oil,
Okay.
and then bonus action. I'm gonna
You gotta run further.
yep.
You go.
No, just to the edge,
No.
And I'm out.
not that far out. And that's my turn.
Cool.
Okay. Kriv.
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
A water
It's
guy.
the new Ren that's
Just
gonna
put
do
oil
it.
everywhere.
Yeah, we're gonna like my turn.
What, are you just gonna leave?
No,
Not yet.
Right, oil's in the water now, right?
It's gonna be good.
Alright, here we go. Oh,
There you go.
Crit. All right. Go ahead and roll your 2d10 for damage.
yeah. 8.
8 total.
Yep.
Okay. And we'll say that since there's oil in there, I'll give you an extra. Okay. All right. Yeah, you shoot the firebolt, and you see the oil kind of ignites, and the creature sort of shimmers and stumbles a bit, but it's still back. It's still pretty healthy. That is going to be its turn.
Thank you.
You're the only one that's close enough. Gundar.
You didn't do
Them
it.
the only
I
one close
need
enough.
a
If you didn't do it, I was gonna do it.
strength saving throw.
Awesome. If he misses, I got it. If I miss, you got
16
it.
plus
Get a
7.
shot and grab and
16.
lightning the thing.
Plus 7.
That'll work
That
too.
should take
But he said oil.
damage.
Quarter damage.
Everybody's covered in water.
So that's 13 points of bludgeoning, half to 6, half to
Give it the
3.
electric slide.
That's why I'm going.
And you are not grappled. Okay.
Okay.
You're grappled with water.
Even with the pass, so it's an automatic grapple no matter what.
I said you're not grappled.
He said,
Oh,
"No,
okay.
you
I
are
thought you
not."
said I was grappled. I was like,
You are not currently
Or in the
encased in
kickback.
water drowning.
ow.
That will bring up Vin.
Okay, question. Is it still on fire?
It's not still on fire, but you did
Oil?
see you've seen Kriv firebolt enough. Do you know what it looks like? And it did spark up with the oil.
Okay. I pull my pack off, start rummaging through it for my lantern. God. Son of a bitch dwarf throwing the torch in the water. I can't see.
That's true.
I will light my lantern.
Oh yeah, this has been pitch black. How about that?
No. There were, I mean, this tunnel. I mean, the entire way here, there were sconces.
Oh, I was under the impression that in here that we were having to use.
I thought I was.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're seeing a bunch of splashing around.
No, it was. I mean, it's dim light. Yeah, there are torch sconces like
Okay,
all
cool.
around this course.
He's like, now I have my turn back.
I don't know, kind of through the fun. I was just like,
I thought he was going to throw the lantern in the water.
no, I can't see. As soon as he said I'm throwing the torch in the water, I was like, not good. Okay,
I've got dark vision, so.
yeah, I know. I can't really get to it with my sword, so I'm going.
So if you're up against the edge, then we'll say that you are within range to attack it. It's not that tall. Miniatures are not to scale.
Okay.
Warning. Skill.
What is the well
if I get on the backside, do we have a flank?
Yeah. I mean, imagine the well for like Gundar is like at his thighs. For you, as a kind of a normal sized person, it's probably your waist.
Cool.
I can't see it. It's just not. I'm going you to cut those down.
You have to talk to Mike about that. Not my dwarven forge.
14.
14 just hits.
Awesome.
Nice.
And 15.
That hits. Rolling sneaks.
Ooh, nice roll.
That's a good roll.
Oh lord.
24 points of damage.
Okay. Is that both attacks?
That's both attacks.
Same thing as with the others. Like, it just doesn't. You're cutting through water. Let's see here.
Sorry,
That is going
you need a little point of help.
Reese.
Alright, I'm assuming that if I just move up here, I can melee him.
Yeah.
Oh.
If I
Not
move-
party until the work layer goes down. So I'm telling you.
I'm gonna move here.
Okay. And don't forget to move your spiritual weapon up too.
So that's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are like right on the cusp of the minute.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll probably be gone after this fight.
So in that range, does that give me advantage?
Give you advantage? No.
Okay.
Like if you stood by Gundar, you would have advantage.
Because I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
But she's not
Oh, I
adjacent
couldn't
to
see
it.
him.
Yeah, she's not in melee.
Oh, then I'll just move right back where I
Yeah.
initially moved. Alright. So
Like he's a big enough area that you have him here on both sides of him.
alright, let's swing this hammer.
All right. Remember, it's +1. It's whatever you roll.
Yeah, so add 1 to the hit roll.
Plus whatever I normally get.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like add your attack bonuses, your proficiency, all that kind of stuff.
14.
Barely hits.
Alright.
So it's a warhammer. You wield them to two-handed or one-handed?
Let's go two-handed.
Okay. So that's D10.
9.
9. Jed, your +1 for magic.
10.
And okay.
Nice.
And then
I'm not sure with the water.
I'm going to use War Priest to attack again.
Okay.
Nice.
21.
That'll hit.
And also two-handed again. 10.
10 points. Okay.
And then attack with my spiritual weapon.
You gotta hit first.
Oh. 16.
That'll hit. You can reroll your damage since you did that out of order.
Woo!
I'll be fair. Or not fair. Does it just do the D8 of damage, or does it get any bonuses?
I'm pretty sure it adds your.
I think it gets your wisdom modifier at least.
it does.
Yeah, I think it's plus wisdom
I
modifier.
think you're right, actually. Yeah,
I just want to get out of here, lay in bed, eat some meat.
How much?
8.
8. Nice.
We got a long way.
Nice, gotta get out of here.
All right.
I think I might actually agree with you on that.
Gundar.
I will
We gotta meet
attack
that
this
plan
thing.
first.
Longsword in it.
Yes.
Okay.
That one
I think
hits.
he's got a couple down there too. Huh. Those are yours.
You little tiny dice.
And that one hits.
I think that's what we're playing.
He's in D10.
Yep.
14, 25.
Five.
No, it. 20, yeah, 20, no.
I'm glad you lost your die because I didn't.
29
know mine was on that.
points of damage. I forgot my +2 from each rage hit.
Yeah, just 2 slashes and like you just like displace a ton of water out of this thing as well. All right, Zilva.
I'm going to shoot at it as I run by.
Okay.
25.
25 will hit.
Is that already hurt?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is 100%.
It just got wrecked.
You move the spirit onto it.
Oh,
14.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
10
Oh
minutes.
yeah, I'll go ahead and make a dex saving throw.
But no, it wasn't in it. He moved it onto it. It'll be when it starts
Oh,
its
it's
next.
15
I thought
feet.
that went around him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
around me.
Yeah, it's 15 feet around him. So as soon as he stepped in the room, technically.
So that was a 13
Yes.
for the save. That's a fail.
Mm.
Alright, give us 3d8. Go ahead, which did you roll?
19 points of damage.
19. How many for your guardians?
13.
13. Okay. Got your damage to her, Garrett.
All right. I'm just gonna
That's
fire
like
really
40 something
Alright.
points of damage.
Very cool.
It's a pretty
Yeah.
nasty spell.
Yeah.
It
So this is all these have
dissipates.
+0 con. Or wisdom or whatever it is they're doing.
Well, it dissipates as soon as it hit him. Just
Okay.
yeah, didn't
And then hit roll. Crit.
rolled a 2.
Take it dissipate out of his hand.
Is all the water inside the well?
For the most part, I mean, there's like splashing coming out, but for the most part, this like geyser with arms is contained
Not
within
the
There's
the
a lot of water on one side of the room.
How soaked is everyone around?
How wet is everyone? Cool.
In fact, like when you see like Gundar like cuts through it, as soon as it separates, it almost just dissipates into the air. So like,
Just trying to say, if I'm about to electrocute it, is it gonna get everybody else?
Yeah.
make an intelligence saving throw.
Alright, never mind.
I'm so glad I ran away.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea, but
Just
make an intelligence. If that's what you want to do, make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh god. 12.
12. Yeah, looking around, like the floor looks damp, but it doesn't look like it'll conduct electricity. So if you wanted to shock it, it would probably not. You're pretty sure it won't be bad for your body.
Okay,
Pretty
okay.
sure.
Go.
We'll try it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Alright, so it says make a melee spell attack, so
Uh-huh.
this plus my spell bonus. Is
Yep.
there anything else you could add to it?
No, just your spell attack bonus. Yeah.
You just gotta be in melee with it.
Yeah, 13.
13 that just
Does he have
misses.
advantage if he moves up?
Then
He has
That's
to
a
go
range
up.
attack. He'd be at this.
It's a
level.
melee
No,
attack.
it's
Oh, it's a
melee.
melee. He would have to move up.
yeah, you'd have to be moved up, so yeah, you would have advantage from the flank. So
Oh.
So roll again.
yeah, roll again because that does miss.
17.
That hits. What's your damage on that?
D8.
D8. All right.
Yay for melee.
6.
6. I'll roll it again.
Nope. 1.
7 points.
And now it can't take reactions.
Ah, nice.
So
Okay,
it's next turn.
that is going to be its turn, and now it has you all where it wants you. Everybody that's touching the well, which is the 4 of you in the middle, I need a strength saving throw.
Mega tsunami attack.
Strength. That sucks.
Over a 20.
You're fine.
18.
You're fine.
Oh!
Nat 20.
You're fine.
Wow.
13.
You are not fine.
Awesome.
So the 3 of you are going to take half damage from this.
Yes, the DM.
So that's 3 bludgeoning damage. So it's going to be 1 for you, 3 for the 2 of you, 6 for you
I can't
then.
half it to 0.
No. I'm rounding it down so instead of up, so it could be 2.
We'll go 3 then.
You currently
then
then
1.
are grappled and restrained. You are unable to breathe,
Oh, man.
and yeah, you're pretty much being crushed by water right now.
Son.
All right.
At least it
that
sunk you
will
back
be-
into the bottom of the well.
Slice whatever's holding him.
That's what's coming. I'm on the other side.
that is going to bring up Vin. You can still attack. It's just going to be a disadvantage. You can't move.
I'm
You're
25.
restrained.
I'm 25 feet from you. He was asking how far I was.
Okay. Yeah, you're restrained. But you can still attack. It's just disadvantage.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, you can try to break the ground.
I'm disadvantaged,
You're at disadvantage too.
so I'm straight roll.
Yeah.
Well, might as well just roll with that. I'm wondering if I had an acrobatics to try to break free.
Just swim out. Blub, 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 blub.
Just like that.
Swan dive out.
Then I'll attack right
You
now.
have to make noise though, so you don't get out.
Yeah.
Crit and a miss.
Okay. Roll the damage for your crit. Actually, don't even bother rolling the damage because that's going to be enough to kill.
Yeah.
With all those dice.
But I wanted to throw my die.
Fine.
Oh,
Had 4 hit points left.
Yay!
Alright, so yeah, as you're just like, you just take the sword and just jab it up towards its
22 points of
face,
damage.
and it just
Half.
Nice.
21.
do need to make a dexterity saving throw.
I've got a shot at that one.
As it was trying to pull you into the well.
No.
Boy, still on
That's a
initiative?
26.
That is fine. Yeah, so as its form just dissipates and all the water starts to splash back down the well, then basically starts and just grabs onto the side and pulls himself over.
See Vince's feet starting to go down.
Alright?
26. I grab the side and I do a somersault
Yeah.
out.
Which way is it flushing?
Hero landing.
Is it going clockwise or counterclockwise?
In the
What?
southern hemisphere?
Alright, time to move.
I've had
You
about
can't tell,
enough.
it's just like falling.
I've had about
I'm
enough.
out of here.
Yeah, as you do, everything, once again, same thing, everything starts collapsing. You
What's
see,
the next one?
jeez, don't throw your metal miniature that I painted, dude. Little chip.
It's actually on the Dwarven Forge.
Good lord.
And his head fell off. Model's heads are falling off.
So that's 3 down.
Is he still holding the hammer?
Where's the
That's all
fire
that
in
matters.
this one? I'm assuming there's fire.
So as you come into the room, he says, "One last challenge, my son. Prove yourself worthy."
See? We've had to kill him.
About
Do it for your daddy.
Otherwise, it would have called him a coward if he would have ran away from a fight.
Okay, so you are in the room. As you can see there, you do see there's a
Wait a minute.
exit on the far end.
What does the room look like?
It's a big square.
And is it still collapsing behind us?
Yeah, as soon as you make it into this hallway, like the last room collapses and you are looking into just nothingness.
Is it continually coming?
It stops as soon as it gets
Oh,
to
it
the end of the
stops,
current
okay.
room, yeah.
It's like the Langoliers.
Wow, my character I think is smart enough to go.
I'm gonna move up right there with him.
Did you think you had to explain that?
You looked at me, I wasn't sure.
I was impressed that you watched the movie.
Come on, Spirit Guardians. Don't let me
What are you
down.
rolling for?
Look.
I was gonna look around the room. I got a 7.
Yeah, you don't see anything that looks too
Yeah,
too
it's stuck on a
strange for
track.
the 7.
Well, I'm gonna make an intelligence check.
How's that work out?
Hey, 13. My character know that the fire.
I'm just
was
enjoying the
last
show right now.
Out of the 4 elements.
Yeah, I mean, you understand elemental attunement.
Yeah. It's
You understand that you've seen 3 of the 4.
Alright,
I'm
is
gonna
there any
nudge
fire in this room?
Vin, he's looking for fire. But I
With
can
your
see the
investigation
smoke
check,
coming
you
out of
don't
his
see
head.
I thought
I look over to you. You see any fire?
Do I see any fire?
Give me an investigation. Or just make a straight perception. As you just glance around.
I'll give you a gold piece of pencil.
10.
Fireball.
Do I feel any heat?
Here.
It is.
Here's the gold piece.
A little warmer than here.
Do it. They're looking for fire. Do it. Do
I mean,
it.
you're not sure that could be just like, you know,
Which
you
way is
Just
way
put
are
in
you
the
facing?
corner over there.
This way?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna shoot a fireball bolt right in between the two of them on the ground.
There's your fire.
Right there.
yeah, I mean, you see that puff of fire, but you kind of give me a perception check.
You're gonna do it.
Better watch out!
No, I still don't see it.
13.
You kind of saw where it came from. You were just like,
We gotta mark a gold off.
I'm pretty sure of that. I don't even see it.
You guys probably looked at me.
I will do a lap around this entire room.
Is there an exit?
yeah, on the far side.
Okay, I'm going with that.
Yeah. So are the rest of you still just stood in the hallway?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
in.
try to head for the exit.
Okay.
And along the left side of the wall. The left wall.
I've got my shield back out. I'm just gonna hang out because I
I'll
know
go over-
something
I'll go over
about
there
to
with them
happen.
now.
So
With us
we'll
or
say that
what?
as Gundar makes his lap, we'll say that he's kind of the first one to encroach the door area before the rest of you get there. You're all kind of by that alcove almost. But he gets right there. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Is it a trap?
From everybody?
It is. No, just from him.
Okay.
Considering it a trap?
We'll say it's not a trap, but danger sense would work.
18 plus 5.
So that's 23.
Yes.
23. Take half damage. Still get hit.
Can I just no, he does.
Take one.
He doesn't math. I just
As you basically just like combat roll towards,
You did it.
away from where everyone else is into that corner. And just this gout of flame about 20 feet long just shoots out. And as it retracts,
I found it.
pops up
Yes.
kind of right there next to you. That size is not to scale.
It's huge!
Like, imagine like almost Ragnaros.
Like this?
Nice.
Oh.
Size?
Yeah, it's big. I mean, it's a big giant fire
And he's
dude.
blocking the doorway.
Like, yeah. Pretty much.
Did we awaken him too soon?
No, it's not too soon.
Hey, there's a big old fire guy over there.
You may be prepared, though. I don't know. We keep saying initiative. Zilva, you're up.
I'm going to use the dryer bow.
Did you use it in the fight against the giant last time?
Yes, you did.
Little-
Remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind, she's not gonna do that. But she's gonna move for Hunter's Mark, try to shoot it.
Sure.
Hey.
It's 28.
That'll hit it. Fire elemental, not
very
hit.
good. D8.
Easiest one of them all.
I was gonna say, I would assume he's pretty easy to hit.
Also, there's way more resistance.
12.
12 points of damage. Alright.
Fire element, not rock element.
Alright,
All
we
right.
got water magic.
Yeah, so as you
Okay.
shoot the arrow pierces through the flesh and sticks, and you see.
Hey,
turns to
you could probably tank this thing.
Alright, next
And you take half from fire damage.
is
Yeah,
Garen.
Listen, I think
Okay,
you're tanking.
yeah. Never mind.
Use firebolt.
Heal it!
Thought about it.
Takes 5 points of health.
Oh, that was totally
Try
your character.
eating this thing.
Try eating.
Do that little fire thing you do.
Wearing a loin.
Fight fire with fire. For the same.
It'd be like Nazi from Fairy Tale and
Is
just
that
suck it
Captain
up.
Obvious commercial? Fighting fire with fire is actually a bad idea.
Everything I have is fire, man.
Yeah, I know.
See? See? It's a
He
sign.
got his fire dagger.
I know.
How many points of damage do you? 20, and then I heal it for 6.
4 shiggles. Let's try Tasha's Hideous Laughter. This is going to be a wisdom saving throw.
Interesting.
Wait, whatever happened to our wyvern?
Well, why not?
She's with.
She's being Jaegered right now.
She just got collapsed on.
That's a 9.
We just left her?
Hey!
Well, shit.
What does Tasha's Hideous Laughter do?
He starts laughing in Gundar's face and falls prone.
What? It can't be knocked prone.
No, we have to have that.
I don't think it does anything.
Just don't risk
See,
it.
It just
see,
knocks you prone?
what conditions does it say happen?
Oh,
It's incapacitated, unable to stand up.
Hold up. Incapacitated?
Sweet.
It does not have incapacitation?
no matter, like the first hit will wake it up.
Technically, incapacitated is not a condition.
That is what that is.
Incapacitated is a part of other conditions, which it is immune to all of those. So I'm going to
Say it's immune to it.
well, it is immune to exhaustion, grapple, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious.
Huh.
You can't go unconscious, that means you can't ever kill it!
Well, it does nothing then, because that's all
What
it does.
what does the rest of it say?
Yeah, what is the full spell say?
They succeed or fall prone, becoming incapacitated
So it
and
can't be
unable to
prone.
stand up. So that's it. That's all it does.
Yeah, so it can't be prone.
Just makes
so
Okay.
yeah, I'll say that
So that's it.
it don't work.
Well, it works, it's laughing.
It's got the immunities.
Yes, you're. I mean, it's laughing like crazy, but it's still gonna burn you.
Sounds like a crackling fire in a fireplace.
Sounds like the Joker.
Criv.
It worked.
Alright, I guess move up to him.
Use your fire breath.
I wish I could. I use that. I gotta wait for a long rest on that one.
There's like, I got this. It's fire.
Yeah, fire. Fire. Poison spray?
Can't be poisoned.
Can't be.
Did it say it can't be poisoned?
Well, it's an elemental.
Oh, so I got nothing.
Didn't work the last time.
But he's not a rock.
It's not rock.
That's true. Technically, I don't know if your character.
Actually. I'm gonna shock and grasp it.
Okay. Go for it.
16?
That will hit.
Gutsy.
And
It's like I'm immune to fire and resistant.
3?
3 points of damage.
Yeah, and once again I can't take reactions. So
Okay, let me see here. Pretty sure that touched the other one. Are you resistant to fire as a red dragonborn or immune?
resistant.
Resistant half.
Right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
take half of this.
You'll take half
I wish that
of.
was immune.
You'll take half of 20d10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be
So
bad.
you'll take 3 points of fire damage as you touch it.
You already have it, right?
Yeah, I've already had it. Yeah.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay, that is going to bring up its turn.
Think about a monk.
Huh?
Why?
Punch things.
That's what I was gonna.
You
That's what
have a
I'm gonna
Goliath barbarian.
It's like it's
Okay,
a good
it
thing
is
I'm not a
going
monk.
to. It almost turns into like you see the brightness of the fire, which is illuminating this room considerably, like dulls down to almost smoke. It passes right through Kriv up into Reese's face.
Hey, you can see again.
So your guardians are still going.
Yep.
Something about you being a chosen one.
That's a natural 1 on its save.
Alright. 38 damage.
No, actually, no, 7.
7? Oh
Yeah.
no!
3d8, 7.
Didn't even get an 8.
Wow.
Has free damage though. Alright, it is going to make 2 touch attacks against you. That's dirty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's a natural 1.
That was a good touch.
Yep. This next one will be.
It just heated up.
That's a good touch too. That's a 10.
Yep.
You feel nice and toasty as this elemental tries to
Correct.
burn your face off while laughing at you.
Chestnuts.
Vin.
As much as I love you like a brother, Reese, I would laugh out loud if it burned your beard off.
No. That's bad. Okay.
Hey, move into the same square as it. See what happens.
No.
Oh, man.
24.
That'll hit. What are you attacking with your knife? Okay.
Short sword and scimitar.
You're attacking.
I've been waiting on that. Yeah. And a crit.
Well, 9.
Go ahead and roll your damages. Let me know what they are. The anger bit.
Yeah.
Fire elemental sparking at us
See what your Tasha's hideous laughter did?
I know. Technically, he needs to make a saving throw to keep laughing.
I thought it was just evil or something.
40.
I missed a part.
40 points.
40 points
Nice.
of damage.
Ouch.
now. Oh, that helps.
And then I'm going to finish my movement.
No, don't do that here. Don't do that.
Yes! I'm going to do that. I don't like fire.
Oh, but I had advantage.
You take 8 points of fire damage.
Okay. That's 20.
Sorry, I had to wash my hands.
Okay. That is going to be a Reese.
Well, I did have advantage.
You got enough that'll do stuff to it.
Circle around it.
Let's do,
That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna hit him with inflict wounds.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Bonus action though, I will hit him with my and use.
I'll say by this point your spiritual weapon has died out.
Yeah, I was gonna use War Priest again
Okay.
to swing.
Is that a channel divinity?
I get 3 per 3 per
Three.
day.
Okay.
Yeah,
You have 3 wisdom.
so, yeah, 3.
Nice.
Gotcha.
my clairvoyance too.
I'm gonna make it a
How's your
versatile
clairvoyant to wisdom?
Okay.
Because I'm awesome
Because he's
clairvoyant.
Darren.
What'd you roll to hit?
I didn't. 19?
Yep.
4.
4 points.
Not gonna have to
Good
do
dog.
everything, Chuck. That's why.
Oh.
See, Gundar can stay there with you.
He just runs up. Whoa.
Gundar, the martial artist.
What
That's
was
his
the
name
name
with
of
a
it?
D10 and
D4.
Oh.
No martial classes for him from now on.
Yeah, that's what I was told. First one is a Bubba 10 or Bubba 17.
an elemental monk.
Is it what?
The lowest one I rolled is a 14.
That'll hit.
I thought it was above a team.
It's Bubba 10. I was like above a 10. I don't know what it's.
The
I
bucket
thought he was trying to say it
Our
was
class is
above.
9, 10.
I went to play Shadow Monk.
Yeah, they really
27.
Okay, I'm on top.
Like
Yeah, I
my
did
long sword.
barbarian next
Yes.
campaign.
Say if I
You wanna play Barbarian?
doing a half orc shadow hunt.
I'm not
That it?
doing that either.
Yes.
All right.
Why not?
Zilva.
You're not playing healer now.
No, I'm not, but
Be nice.
From
He's
where
a war
she's
cleric.
standing in the corner, like somewhat safely, I'm gonna try and shoot.
As apparently
Okay.
I'm just staring at you.
Um, 28.
That'll hit.
I don't know why my brain can't function
That'll
today.
hit.
28.
That'll hit twice.
Yeah.
So 14.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, 19.
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
Idiot. Quit looking at me.
Sorry.
10.
Let me put a plus
10
on
points?
there.
Plus
No,
5.
yeah,
15.
15.
15 points.
Plus 19 to hit.
Plus 19.
I'm playing a ranger next time.
All right, Garrett.
It's like when I go to count, everyone does this over my paper, and I'm like, oh, 5, 20.
I'm just right here. I'm looking. My bad.
I don't. Because I'm like way over here.
And I've been back here.
But
everyone.
Yeah.
can I make an intelligence check to see if fire will actually affect / heal these things?
Does your paper permanently say, like, disadvantage for intelligence?
No. It does pretty much say douche across the top of it.
Well, that's accurate.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't say
20.
Just a little bit.
dumbass.
20.
Yeah, you mean
That's
you're
dumbass.
pretty sure that's
Alright. It's D&D.
you're pretty sure that's immune. It won't. You won't heal it, but
Okay.
it's
Oh, Lord
It'll just
Almighty.
I want to walk up then. I'll stand next to Reese. And
Easy pieces.
I will hit it.
You're confident. I like it.
Yeah, about that confidence. 14.
that'll hit.
Look at there.
And there you go. 14 hit that hits. 17 on the dice. Alright. Shoot, I hadn't done a melee attack so long. What's my sneak attack? 2? There it is.
What level are you?
4.
Yeah, 2.
And then
Yeah,
that.
3 at 5.
So 12, 15, 19 damage.
19 points of damage with which?
Yes.
Okay, so one of your daggers is magical and one of them's not. So
Oh, my bad. I rolled them all together.
that's okay.
Split it down the middle because I rolled a 6 and a.
We'll say it's
does the
12
sneak
points.
attack apply to the?
Sneak attack applies to whichever one you want it to be.
Well, I mean, it's on the magical dagger, but
Yeah.
does that like make it magical sneak attack damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
like the
roll
weapon is magic, like because
79.
then they're resistant.
So 12 damage on one,
So
and then the
12
rest
on
the other.
one. And then how much on the other?
Give me 7.
Yeah, whatever my total was, minus 12.
So 7.
So we had 19 minus 12 is.
How you gonna do this?
Yes.
I am going to slash at it twice, and just right in the chest. And as it starts to sink down, I'm going to kind of pull back and look at Reese and go, "Your honors."
Well, according to the spirit ghost, he's done everything.
Oh, you take 1 point of fire damage as you attack it.
20 points of fire damage. As you
And I'm gonna let
That's
Reese
pretty
have
awesome.
that final smash on there. I'm gonna
Okay.
gift it to him.
All right, so yeah, basically like you just like jab it with the dagger, and you just kind of look at him, and you just come over with the warhammer and just two-handed over the head. You just bash this elemental, and its form becomes like more and more solid as you just wail on it, and eventually there's just like a smoldering charcoal brick left.
I'm scooting around the corner before this room caves in.
Room does not start caving anymore.
I still scoot around the corner.
You do take
This
And
one.
it's done a little like Ace Ventura thing.
9 points of fire damage as you beat the hell out of this thing.
At least it's the last
Zelda's
room.
gonna.
And he goes down.
No, I healed the crap out of myself.
Yeah, as you guys start to leave this room, once again you see the kind of ethereal face of Clayton in front of you. It says, "You and your companions have done well, my son. The power of Numenor is yours," and you feel just like a lightning shoot through your hand. And like you know that this hammer is yours now.
Taking a game.
I'm gonna throw it and see if it comes back.
Why you throwing at her?
Not yet.
Wait, try and call on his name.
Numenor.
I pick it up and throw it back to us. I know.
Oh my god, it worked.
Only those
Yeah,
who
just
are
sits
worthy,
there.
and everyone just picks it up, tosses it around.
I'm gonna go pick it up then.
We'll find you a chain of return. It'll be all right.
You pick it up. It's fine. All right, so you guys work your way out through the rest of the halls. You eventually make your way back to the giant, like 80-foot doors that led into this temple.
Wait, there was that one path we could have taken.
What one time?
Well, there's a pile of rubble behind us, so
Yeah, we ain't going nowhere now.
Well, no, but like in the chambers we were looking, and there was one that we took, that we went the correct
There was a way where y'all went left, and you could have gone right.
Yeah, we could have gone right. If you want to check it out.
If you want to again.
I like checking stuff out. There's probably treasure.
If the castle's like
boat.
You're
crumbling
looking
right
for a
now?
fight. I know what you're looking for. You're not looking for treasure.
That's his treasure.
Yeah. Don't spoil it.
I'm looking for 5 treasures.
I would like to go right, just to
Oh.
see what's down there.
I'm not saying no.
I need to heal.
I will make my way down that
I'm at
way.
8 health.
All right,
Okay, so you
let's go.
So
I
you
was gonna say,
get to
he's
the
off in the
place where
distance. We're
you
like, peace out.
get to the place where you make a
I've
choice.
already done that once.
And you start just tra-la-la-la with your sword over your shoulder, and they all just kind of watch you like, seriously? And you make it about 60 or 70 feet before you realize they're not behind you.
I got a crossbow bolt.
And then like you've just come around like where because like the one first one came and curved off this way, the other one curved off this way.
And you put
Like right as you
pebble
come
in
to the curve, it's just
I'm gonna go back and be like, hey guys, I found a bunch of treasure. It's down
Oh,
that
I do have
way.
a sling.
make a deception
I thought
check.
you had a sling.
Yeah, I do have a sling.
Can you?
Regardless of what that is.
13?
Small
Okay.
rock.
What did we roll to?
You're supposed to be big
Yeah.
and strong.
Insight.
We
Go
roll
bring
inside.
us all the
Yeah, I mean, if
treasure.
you want to like see if he's lying or not.
Oh god.
He just said he found a bunch of treasure.
You believe me? You believe me? There's a ton of
What'd you
treasure.
roll?
5?
Yeah, I mean, it's Gundar. You don't know what he might consider weird things treasure, but there's something down there that he thinks is treasure.
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
19.
Nah, you know he's full of bullshit.
24.
Yeah, he's full
No,
of
no, to hit him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, as the drow is like slightly almost believing him right now.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. It's the sling stone. It's like, get back here.
So your rage would be gone by now.
Yeah, it would be.
I'll believe that when they should turn.
Ah.
I didn't mean to that much.
I'm down to 10% of my life.
Super Troopers.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So,
Leader of Cold?
What?
so you do finally make your way back to the doors. Right as you
Leader of
do,
Cold.
like Kit comes up on her wyvern and she just sails out. She's gone.
No ride?
See a trailer for a new one.
Wow, she just hates us.
She's not giving it back to the. You don't know if she's gonna go take it back to the kobolds or not.
Yeah,
What
she's
I
not.
I don't blame her.
Get
Get
it?
flew over us.
She wants
She
to
knew
go
she
run
better
off.
leave because I'd make her give it back.
She has to go hook up with that dwarf again.
She's going to find the dwarf and get her money.
Probably sell the right.
She's
wyvern
owed
and
some
get that
money
money.
for what she
so,
did.
Money.
All right, so you guys are on the steps of
Okay.
this giant steps and led into this,
Okay.
ancient temple of the giants. Where do you want to go?
To the Cobalt place.
Home.
Roll me a perception check.
There's no way we're gonna get there in a day, so we should probably go back to the Cobalt place, tell them to kill all the giants,
20.
and then they might give us
20.
Yep.
As you
some
guys
stuff.
like
or
are
at least
discussing what you want to do,
that.
Kill all
you
the
feel
giants.
like in your
Yeah.
pack, like you feel like a hot spot, like on your back, which is
I
weird
had
for you
slabs of
because
meat on
like
their arms.
heat is odd for you.
Open the
That
box.
doesn't mean we killed all of the
So you reach
giants.
in your pack and see, it is
We killed
the package
all of the
from.
giants here.
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
package.
we killed
that
the
was
Let's
right
get it
there.
up.
You open it?
Yeah,
Is
because
it
it's
in the
been
package from
track
Rachel?
word.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So you open it up and like an image, like almost think like help me Obi-Wan Kenobi, Leia, like a little image like that.
Did you finally open the package
Yes,
now
finally.
out of all
And
times?
he just
He was
you
hinting
just
at it.
you see
It was
Rachel
burning him.
and you he actually just says, "Do you require assistance? What do you need?"
All right.
Home.
Home, yeah.
Says, "Have you found the artifacts?"
Yes.
Yes.
Very well.
What do we do now?
Make your way back to Frostforge. I'll meet you there.
Can you teleport us?
He just kind of shakes his head.
Ah,
No,
all right.
I'm in Therengard. I'm going to teleport to Frostforge, and I'll meet you there.
Okay, well. All right, guys, we got to head to
Head
Frostforge.
back to
That's
Frostforge.
how portals working. Wow, you can't only teleport to major cities.
There's no pictures here. We need a mage.
I'm gonna start making my way to the Cobalt place, though. Cause it's
So you start
probably
heading back through the
nighttime.
valley?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
nighttime, right? Or being close to it.
Or have we
So
worked
you
for
went
the
in during
night?
the day.
I don't know that we
Because
were
it
here
at
at that
that
was
time.
early afternoon when you headed in,
Holy.
I think, if I remember right.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit
We're
later.
way
I
down
mean, it's
here
probably
on the chasm.
close to. It's
We
probably
came down
close to
around
dusk.
here. We're like up in this
So
area.
you guys, do you want to go
We're
back over the mountains, or do you want to go back through?
I don't
the
think we
valley?
went all the way up.
Didn't we go all the way
Well,
Oh,
up?
you guys are way off the map at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, the Cobalt place not that far from us, right? So you're
Yeah, the
should
Cobalt
rest
place is.
there.
Yeah, the Cobalt place is not on the map.
Probably should rest there. We could probably.
I am not resting in a camp of kobolds.
Where do you want to set up camp? Over the mountains, because some of us
Can
are
we,
almost
like-
dead. So you're gonna get hit with rocks that take out half our life.
This place is safe, right? It's not crumbling
You've
anymore.
taken way worse hits than that and shrugged them off.
Yeah, I mean, it stopped crumbling once you got out of the tunnels where you
Just
were
rest
fighting.
here for a minute. If you're worried about staying somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if we told the kobolds we killed giants,
Is there a lot of
I
rest?
get a reward.
And it's just as likely to cut our throat in our sleep.
No, no,
Yeah,
what
they
kind
were
of
pretty-
reward
they pretty
kobolds
liked
would
us.
have?
Because they needed something from
Alright,
us.
somebody's just wanting to fight.
Kobolds
So we
will
just-
give us
I'm
a
gonna roll out my
pointy
bedroll.
Yep.
Okay.
Bedroll
Just like
out.
right on the porch of the temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some
Where
Am I
is
There's
it?
an overhang.
scared of
We,
kobolds.
out of the foyer area, the big giant door, go in, and the golden pool was in there, right?
Yep.
Strip off all my clothes and we'll go take a bath.
Okay.
We're going back in.
I said we stay in.
I'm
just stay.
Following his example.
Go
Bedroll
sleep.
out, bundling up to stay as warm as possible.
I'll take first watch.
I mean, if you stayed
Good night.
inside the temple, it would certainly be considerably warmer.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Stay
Yeah,
inside.
but that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said you were on the
No, 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 no,
No,
not,
no,
not,
no,
not
no,
outside.
yeah, that's
Hey,
Sorry, I meant
I've done enough of that.
still inside. So,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's close to dusk at this point, so.
I will go to sleep.
I'll take first watch
I'm
so
going to
I
sleep.
can get my full rest.
I don't
Okay.
have to sleep. I will stay awake.
Yeah, she only gets 4 hours. So.
Sweet.
Is there anything else that anybody wants to do before?
We need to heal.
That's
Well, I
where
mean,
we're sleeping.
your sleep will do that.
Okay,
so.
cool. You take that, buddy. I'm at 8 damage. I mean, 8 health.
Hey, I'm technically lower. I'm at 7.
So
Yeah,
Long rest?
I just helped you. I have total.
Yeah, it's pretty much
Now I have
really
70.
I have 25.
You have that least
I don't-
amount of health. What level are you?
Because I skipped some sessions.
I haven't been through a long rest with the
Oh, yeah,
ship.
level up. Okay, so let's, right
Makes
here,
it
while you
so
take
easy.
your long rest, let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break. For those fights, I'm going to try and do math here. 7,200 XP divided by 6. That's 1,200 apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Aw.
exactly
Can
1,200.
you add 100 for me, please? Just please.
Well, we
Is
don't
that
have
level you guys up if you get
They're already leveled.
No, they're not.
Oh,
they're
they're
still 4.
I'm at 5,200 right now.
Uh,
No, wait, no, I need 6,700. No.
we're at
He's
6 now.
65.
We're at 6,000.
65?
Both of us are.
Okay, so yeah, go to.
Okay, cool. Right at 65?
Yeah, just right. And you guys just got 1,200. So
Okay.
if you want to put us on pause while we're on break, Mike.
Alright, let's figure this out.
So you guys can go ahead and level up to level 5 while we take our break quickly.
You're not.
That'll
If
stop
you're.
the-
Oh yeah. So the only reason I had to rush
You're
out.
taking a long rest, so you'll be at full hit points. So.
I got a smallpox shot, so it's if I start rubbing it, I can accidentally did that.
Oh, I hate that thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why I had to go wash my hands real fast because I don't want to contaminate anything else.
Nice.
Unitus.
You keep the smallpox over there.
That's why it's covered. It's got a bandage on it. It's fine as long as I don't just try rubbing it up against bare
I
skin.
think you should kick him out. He's obviously contagious.
But you had to eat your smallpox.
It's gross, Chuck.
Is that vaccine?
Aren't you leaving?
I'm old enough to have had
No,
mine.
next weekend.
You're gonna catch the autisms.
Where you going?
There you go.
Oh.
So mean.
The south one, right?
Yeah, South Korea.
At least for now.
At least for now.
He may be
That's
going to
what-
North
that's what
Korea. He
he's
just
saying.
can't tell us.
Yeah.
I might just be going personally. To have an interview with.
One man army. Alright, woman. You're leveling up.
I'm only at like
Take your solar panels with you.
61 or
What?
something.
Take your solar
Now
panels
that would
with
bring
you.
you to 72.
If you're going
Yeah, you
to
just got 1200.
6 foot. She wrote it down. She just.
Yeah, you're going
I didn't
north.
actually add it, but I was looking at it like it was.
She's gonna start another, pool. So she's gonna be level 1 and level
Okay.
4.
I'm going to beat him with the
Did you
first
guys
thing I
level
find
up
on
level
this
5?
table.
Yes, we did.
Nice.
So,
Mike's like, I don't condone violence in my house, but
What's
Oh, I
The
encourage
backyard is
violence.
right there.
it is like one door away.
I encourage violence.
Alright.
I encourage violence.
72, 90.
That was a funny episode.
No, yeah, it's 84. Sorry.
Wait, weren't there 5 heads?
You don't even have an
On
eraser.
Tiamat?
You had 6.
No, on
Okay.
over
So
here.
you're
72, 40.
5. There's 5. Only
Can
4.
you help me with that?
Yeah, number 4.
I'm doing that. Alright, so that changes to
Oh.
3.
Can I steal this one? Because
Oh, that's a good
we have
one.
no
There you
eraser
go.
anymore.
I would like to
Mhm.
strangle you unto
Your
death.
proficiency goes up to a 3.
And the way it says, I would like, if you are successful, that you create
So all your numbers
Gate.
are changed, so it's something you can change
so that I may come visit your
Plus
home.
300.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Up by 1. All of these
Second.
That is happening.
all the ones
I would
that are
like
Fireball?
that-
Fireball.
And that
to strangle you
go up
unto
by
death.
1. Plus 1.
I have a
The
feeling.
funny part of it, Vax was like, you can't
Half
talk
of
while
us
you
are
do
melee,
it. But then, like, the way Mercer described it was so horrible.
Give a
He's
brother-
like, yeah, he just
give a
starts
brother
screaming,
a
didn't say
heads up
anything. He just,
before
Just eye to eye.
the end of your turn.
just choking you out.
You just erase the 3 and then.
So we're all gonna take a lot of damage.
Oops. Yeah, dude.
Our sorcerer learned fireball.
Trying to decide when to get it or not, because he just made a very good point. You guys are mostly melee.
Well,
No, just get it anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you have
Did you not see my post? Maybe it wasn't in that group.
No, he does not have, like, an evocation wizard.
Oh, but
Or
I
you can
thought
exclude
sorcerers
people.
had something that they could make it not.
What the fighter, the barbarian, and the paladin
Your turn,
call
her turn.
friendly
So write
fire.
that somewhere that you have to-
The wizard calls acceptable losses.
Yeah, but, like, an
You
evocation
said
wizard
part of
can,
that. You just didn't say the whole thing.
Yeah,
an evocation wizard can exclude people from it.
yeah.
And I'm gonna have to pick.
Just pick fireball.
One between that or lightning bolt. That was pretty cool.
Lightning bolt's pretty good.
So it's fireball. You don't even have to hit.
The thing that a lot of people don't think about is lightning bolt is also very loud.
So does this go on?
That's
So is fireball.
Oh yeah, I told you that when I was
These are
there.
failing me today.
I mean, that little teeny ball of energy explodes into a 20-foot radius of fire. It's gonna be pretty loud.
Flashpoint can be pretty quiet though.
Yeah, I don't, fireball is nowhere near as loud as
Rain archetype.
thunderbolt.
Let's see if the Black Rim
You know what?
Gold
I've been looking forward to it.
help me out.
They did pretty good at not killing you tonight.
Well,
No, but
Other than that first hit, I don't think they. I hit you with that.
now
The
you
rest of it.
do. Spells known. Blah 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 blah.
You should have a second level spell at this point.
She has.
So are we
two
going
slots
over the
for it.
mountain or are we going back through the valley?
let's see what they can do
You
in
reach
this.
5th level and
I don't think we won't climb it.
Room.
new spell of 1st or 2nd level.
It'd be faster too.
Get a new 2nd level spell.
Climbing the
These are all
mountain?
first levels.
They're
Yeah.
all first levels.
I don't think climbing the mountain
You're not
is
getting
far.
1 second level now.
Oh
You
yeah.
get
Well,
1 second level,
If
but you can
this
cast
is gonna
it 2
take
times.
us for we're all like way up here. This will probably
that
take
means
us
what,
another day.
Right?
Probably another day. That'll probably just take
And
us
then
1 day,
Choose from one of these.
right? Probably.
That's about what you figure, yeah.
Yeah.
So I can
So maybe
still.
technically
I can
saving
cast 5
one,
right now?
And then goes
These
up to
three?
4.
3 days, 2
Is
days.
that right?
This is your country. I'm a city boy. I'll take your word for it.
You're further north too.
Yeah, that's
than
what I'm
what's on the
saying.
map.
Yeah.
So you figure you could probably just cut straight down around that lake, and that could bring you close to the big scary mountains too. So it will certainly be shorter to cut the mountain as
Yeah.
opposed to go all the way back down the valley.
I will defer to your judgment. This is your country.
How time of the
select
essence
one
right
of
now? Are
these.
we at all? Is any?
You don't know yet. You don't know if it's
Sorry,
good or bad.
I'm checking stuff.
But I mean, how on all 3 objects?
Huh?
So he's got the hammer. Who's got the? I got the staff.
Let's
Who
see
got the
what they
rod?
are.
I got the heart
He's got the heart of winter.
and the hammer.
Probably give up the heart to someone else, so you don't have
Do you have
3
anything?
items in
I'll
on
take
the
it.
same person.
I'll carry it.
Alright.
You're gonna sell it, are you?
I have the rod. He's got 2 items though.
Not planning to.
I thought you said
Oh.
3.
I can't sell
thought
it.
you
Oh
gave
no,
it God.
no.
I have to take it back to
Okay.
the Holy Lion's Order.
I'm gonna give the heart of winter to him.
Who is it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it. I'm just not sure what 3 items will do to, or more than 1 item will do to anything, if anything would
Let's roll
happen.
on the cipher.
Did we ever find out anything that the heart of winter does?
No.
Okay.
Nor have we
Then I don't really
It
have.
found
kills
out
a
about
white
the rod
dragon, I know
importance.
that much.
If we use it.
Everything says this.
That's everything.
It
Not
is.
much.
It says if we use the heart of winter.
Alright, cool. Oh yeah, I got enough stuff up. I did. Woohoo, I broke 30 on hit It's terrible. I get either 4 or 1d6, and I haven't rolled very well, so I'm gonna go with the 4.
Jared, your common modifier too.
That's why when I was looking at all the sorcerer stuff, if you're a hill dwarf and you go stone sorcerer, at level 5 you have like 56 hit points as a sorcerer.
Jeez.
It's ridiculous.
Doesn't the hill giant give you 1 extra health every level?
Yeah, and so does the stone sorcerer. And then you get
some back guano.
AC equal to your
Some
con
sulfur.
plus 13. So it's like an ace plus, and you can use a shield, so it's an AC of 19 as a sorcerer, and then like 50 plus health.
Oh.
You're a mage tank.
I'm a mage
Man.
tank.
Bat down.
And all your spells are
Oh,
melee.
I'm giving him bad ideas for his next non-martial character. You're gonna be like, I'm one of those.
I'm
What are you
one of
gonna do?
those.
I'm gonna charge in every turn. But you can do it.
You have no AC. You just.
No, they have AC.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He said AC
shields and
19.
stuff.
They can carry shields and they're stone, or they have like a miniature bark skin kind of thing.
You might even say a stone skin.
You might even say that word. I couldn't think of it.
I'm pretty sure he wouldn't let me. I says I was gonna create a really interesting mage if I made a mage. Be like a Poindexter mage. Glasses, he was like, guys, I don't know.
I think smart.
Or really,
Don't go in there.
or a really old monk with a long beard.
That'd be cool. I think if you make it to like, what is it, 18 or 20, you're just immortal. Like as a monk, you just stop aging altogether.
Yep.
You just be permanently like the ancient one.
Oh yep.
Well, that's basically what I would be, except I just wouldn't have it yet.
My goal as a monk would be to make it to 20, have the entire party die, so I can sacrifice myself, bring them all back to full life, and then erase myself from history. Be done. That'd be so perfect. Sure, did you pick that one spell? Right? That's what you have to do.
That would be the best roadie in existence.
They'd all come back to life and go, who was that? Who was who? No one knows. Don't ask me why.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, wait, so close. Sorry.
So so you have 5 hit dice.
I got all my
Pretty good.
rages back.
Just got
And your health
I was out.
is... What's a ranger? Is it a D8 and D10? Oh.
Yeah, Ranger's pretty balls.
So, what's the median
I
on...
don't even get the melee.
What's the median on a D10, unless you're going to roll it?
6.
6.
Any good
So you
fun?
get 6 plus 2, or you can roll it in apples.
What are they?
What?
I haven't even been
And
hit.
you can reroll it once, but you do have to take the same damage.
Okay.
I just looked it up and I forgot.
What is that?
4.
That's a 6 anyway. Right?
Well, then
This-
what'd you roll?
She rolled a 4.
Four.
Because that's under the median. If you wanted to reroll it, you could. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying.
But I have to take the second
you have to
reroll.
take the second one.
Okay.
It's worse. There's only 3 worse options, there's 5 better options. Or 6 better options.
Oh, where is that?
Like you said, you don't get hit.
Yeah, we're all.
It's still a 4.
There you go.
Fun.
You were destined to
Or-
have
Kinda-
6 health.
Plus
You're
2.
grabbing
Man,
6
so you get
points.
6 health.
I know a lot of people that like playing them.
Apparently that's just what she needed.
When they play them in my campaigns, they usually end up not liking playing them because part of the whole deal is they've made a pact
Well, warlocks.
to get their power. And eventually they have to pay the price.
Not me, I don't know.
Unless you
Warlocks
go
are
a
fun.
celestial warlock and then you make a pact with a unicorn,
Spell section sealing up.
Like
Is
that.
that a thing?
and then you want to pay the price, but they won't let you. Sweet. That is a thing.
Alright, are we ready?
Oh, wait,
I'm not gonna lie.
I believe so.
Is that it?
Sure, if I could find
Still
rows.
think
But go ahead.
I believe we are ready.
It says proficiency bonus 1. Is that just
You want
for
some
spells,
feet on
right?
yours too?
That's correct. Your
Right.
proficiency bonus.
Maybe.
Um,
So
Oh, you're
to
making one
3.
for him?
Okay.
I've already got one.
Right? 'cause
Yeah,
you
you
go
already,
to
you
2
already
or
got
3.
one.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
so
said it's
everything that
11
involves
or-
your proficiency changes.
Jeez.
Yeah, right? It's annoying.
You get one.
We're back.
Are back.
Alright, we are back. Okay, so the people who are level 4 just leveled up to level 5 from their elemental excursion in Temple of Giants. So let's continue. You guys finish your long rest. You regain all of your spell slots, hit points, up to half of your hit dice
Rounded up
return.
or down?
Rounded up.
Sweet.
And you are in the lobby of the Temple of Giants.
That's what it is.
I don't know
You
if my
have
health
recently
all
been told by Duke Reichel to make your way back to Frostforge, where he will meet you with the 3 artifacts.
Bill. No,
What?
Bill.
I don't think the cart will answer you.
That's really
I
good.
tried.
I was really
You level
confused.
up, your health still stays the same,
I
right?
thought he was saying boo.
That's what I thought he said too.
A cart named Bill.
But
Cart name.
I leveled up. I still have the same like amount of hit points before, right? Like I only had 8, or does it include the?
You'll be at full. We'll see you level up after your rest, after your long rest. So you'll be at full health. You're at full
Okay,
health.
cool. Make sure.
Yep.
Alright, it's
All right,
time
so
time to wake our way back.
yeah, we're going down or we're going over?
We're going over.
Okay.
We're gonna cross the frozen lake and fall in.
Alrighty.
So you're gonna go over the western edge of the Giants
Frostport is
Mall.
way over there, and like
Yeah.
to the top.
Okay.
Can't see
So I need everybody to make a survival check
I thought you were going to say a will check to actually
as you
follow Gundar.
begin.
Here, I'll just give you my character sheet.
As you begin climbing the mountain. This is a group thing.
Ah, so the highest one?
Not necessarily the highest one, but
Survival?
yeah.
8.
19.
12.
16.
8.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, so you,
That wasn't the lowest.
the first morning you start making your way, and it's not too hard at this point. I mean, you're kind of in the slow, so you start getting into like sort of the serious mountaineering and what's happening. As the day sort of wears on, around noon, you make it to a plateau where you are able to stop for a bit of rest to kind of recharge and eat a little food. And, you start to go again, and as you get up from your midday rest, the snows start to fall again. It's definitely it's winter time, and you're as far north about as you can be on the planet.
Sorry.
And
Do you ever have liquid precipitation up here?
No. It's
so
always snowy.
once
I'm going
again,
for this, I'm good.
everybody make a survival check.
Again?
Good.
22.
15.
16.
10.
10.
Natural 20! 21!
All right. Yeah. So despite the rough weather, you all do pretty well. You know, the
It's like a
dragon who's
goddess.
not used to the cold and the dwarf, you have to kind of drag him along a bit.
Oh,
But
he's got those boots.
I'm wearing my fancy boots.
oh yeah, you don't care about the cold. But yeah, you as a group, you manage to kind of get everybody in. As you know, the sun starts to go down. You basically hiked these mountains all day. You're starting to get a little tired. No, that's fine. You make a stop for an evening meal. The sun has started to set. Do you want to stop now, or do you want to try to continue on?
I really want to get back, but it's kind of sketchy.
Like, at night?
Yeah, I mean it's starting to get dark.
Are we over the top and on our way back down?
No.
We're still going up.
I mean it's hard to tell. You know, mountains aren't perfect like little triangles.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're pretty high. I mean, like the air's getting thin. It's harder to breathe. Like you're close to
I don't
cresting.
think it's a good idea
So
to
wait.
climb in the dark.
We're still light out.
Plus,
Yeah,
plus we're towards the end of the day. We're going to be
Yeah, but we
exhausted,
need
low
to
air.
find somewhere sheltered before it gets dark.
Is there a cave nearby?
An unoccupied cave.
Make an investigation check.
I'll do that too. I'll go look.
Okay. You can do it with advantage.
Him?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
13.
4.
You find a couple of like there's probably not enough room for all of you to stay in the same cave, and they're not all close together.
That's okay. He's used to the cold.
Yeah, and he's got boots.
Okay, so I would say that you can probably
And we're the biggest ones, so we probably put small.
yeah, I would you could get the 2 dwarves and probably one of you into one cave, and then the next closest cave is probably a few hundred feet away.
Would I have to be in a cave? Like
You don't have to.
as a drow, like would that cold even bother?
I mean, the cold's going to bother you similarly. Not quite as bad as it does then, being like from a pretty much tropical climate. It's cold in the Underdark, but I mean, you're definitely going to not, you're not going to do like Gundar and sleep without a bedroll. Like he'll just like sleep in the snow. He doesn't care.
Well, it's like if she doesn't have to sleep, could she just like stay outside the cave? Like
Yeah, I mean, you can
like
sit
right
kind of
in
on the edge of
doorway?
the cave,
Okay.
and it's kind of what are you going to do for the other 4 hours while everyone else sleeps. So.
Yeah.
I guess we'll set up in the one cave.
You don't want to snuggles?
Nope, with Garen.
Yeah, he does. He does snow a little bit.
I'm
Actually,
a
you all,
snorer, too.
you all pretty much.
Well,
snow
hey,
at
he
this
took
point.
a bath.
Yeah,
I did
you-
take a bath.
There's no getting rid of
Adventuring
this.
stink don't wash off easy.
Sand
With
soap.
straight water.
Some kind of funky golden
Gold
water.
Alright, so who's taking the first watch?
I'll take first.
Okay.
Oh wait, are we taking like one in each cave? Are we in both caves?
What?
Or?
No,
We're-
we have
We all
one
decided to be
cave.
in one cave.
We're 3 taking one since we're outside and they're all
Okay.
huddled inside. What,
Cool.
technically you take one, I take one, she takes
Got
2.
it. I'll take first.
So you're first.
Yep.
Okay. His watch goes by for a couple hours. Nothing seems to happen. You get ready to head to bed. Who's next?
Me, if nobody else wants it.
Okay.
Just roll perception.
No.
Oh, you're doing it.
Yeah, nothing seems to show up during your watch. You don't have to go back to sleep, but who's taking the final watch? If anybody, I mean, you could continue.
No,
taking
you're
watch.
not the cave.
Like
Yeah.
you've had your
We're
4
outside the
hours,
cave.
so.
I can if you guys wanted to sleep.
Oh, I'm sleeping.
I'm sleeping.
Okay.
I'm no good anyway. I can't see him at all.
I was up with her.
Okay.
I can see in the dark, I'm just no good.
9.
I got a 21.
21.
No, 22.
22. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you do.
Eagle Eye over here.
You see, back from the direction that you came from, you see a group. It's dark. It's hard to tell. There's a little bit of moonlight, but you do see like what looks like it could be a group of a couple of creatures. You're not even sure. I mean, there's
Wait,
trees and all that
so I
stuff,
can
but
see
you
in the
do see
dark.
some movement. It's, 100 feet away or so.
How far can you see?
60 feet.
I'm not sure because if she finds out and I didn't tell her, she's gonna be mad and point over
Little
to
bit.
him.
Okay.
Okay. When he points it out, I go in the cave and I wake him up first and tell him.
Okay.
We don't know what it is yet.
I'm dealing with it with 2 people.
Yeah, you wait.
Dealing with what?
There's
You
movement
see,
outside.
I'll make my way over to him.
you see, you make your way over to.
Make it a little bit closer to.
Oh, you give me a stealth check.
Ha! I wasn't trying to. 8.
8.
Obviously, you weren't trying to.
I wasn't.
Obviously.
I was just saying I was just moving close to him.
Yeah, you do see it looks like it's probably a group of 3 or 4 humanoids.
Oh.
Can't really make out details as to what. It's just too dark and too much stuff in the way, but
Cool. Well, I'll just wait there unless they come closer.
you do notice they they're
They
just kind of like
see me.
they're just kind of scanning. You don't know if they see you or not. They did. I mean, they looked your way a couple of times, but it's not like they just like stayed on you solid. They're just kind of panning back and forth.
How far away are they?
From him, probably about 50 feet at this point. He's kind of huddled down behind a tree.
Like
watching.
from the cave.
I was not trying to be stealthy.
Okay.
I'm just letting you.
Why do we let you do that?
They're looking for the arms of their giant friends.
That can happen. If they kill me.
If they can find it.
They don't seem to come towards you.
I was gonna take, if they started coming towards me, I was gonna take 2 of my heavy weapons in one arm and just wave them up in the air. Act really big and scary.
Did you get up at all?
I'm just gonna sit in there grumpily.
I mean, that's pretty much near daybreak that happens. So I mean, you've all managed to get enough rest to not be exhausted. So, yeah, you wake up the next morning. Continue heading out across the mountain. Okay. You come over what feels like kind of the ridge, the crest of the mountain. You start making your way down. And it's lots of switchbacks as you work your way down. It's a lot easier going than going up. You do eventually the mountains sort of level out, probably at about half the height as they are at the bottom, into just sort of a glade that's probably a mile or 2 long, and it's basically a forest here, pine forest.
Any tracks of these 3 humanoid guys?
Give me a survival check.
9.
You don't see anything.
Or, no, 12.
12. It's hard to tell. There's lots of broken undergrowth. There's footprints, but without really knowing what they were, it's hard to tell which one is. And footprints just kind of go everywhere. There's lots of things that live in your mouth, so you're not sure. As you kind of start out making your way across this plain, the storm picks up even more. The wind starts to howl, and the snow's coming down really heavily. I need everybody, this isn't for combat, but I need everybody to roll initiative.
I'm gonna look behind me for the kitten.
You're gonna feel behind him?
Is it the Alf storm?
No.
Is that what it is? The stone horns and all that?
All right, 20 to 25,
20.
15 to 20.
17. Math.
Wow.
10 to 15.
10. 4.
Nice.
5 to 10.
Roll the what?
9.
5.
I rolled
Rolled a
4 also.
4. So I ended up at 10.
Can I borrow that player's
What
labor
gets added
fast?
to it? What gets added to it? Just your initiative?
Okay.
I get Dex and Charisma.
All right. So basically, as this storm picks up, and you're in this rather dense forest, going in initiative order, starting with Gundar. What are you going to do to make sure that basically you don't get like either just covered in this avalanche or you don't get blown off the mountain?
What? I'm gonna get blown up. The wind's gonna blow me. That's gonna be really strong wind.
Yeah. What are you going to do to keep from getting blown off the mountain? I've just told you that the
I'm
wind is
gonna
strong
take
enough to
my,
blow you off the mountain. I know how much you
Claymore,
weigh.
stab it into the ground,
Okay.
and just hold on to it.
All right. Give me just a straight athletics check.
14.
14. Okay. Garen.
Alright, so there's an avalanche coming towards us?
You're not really sure,
No.
but it's very heavy snow, and you're kind of in a
I get
flat.
advantage on
And there are
initiative.
mountains that raise up both to your north
I'm
and to
level
your,
7.
to your east.
Okay. And there's trees around us?
Yep.
I'm grabbing a tree.
Like just grabbing onto one.
Yeah, I'm hugging it. I'm being a tree hugger.
Okay. Athletics check.
Ooh, natural 20.
So what's your total?
Plus 2. 22.
22. Okay. Griff.
Oof.
Being strong.
Yeah, I'm trying the same thing. Grab a tree.
Okay.
I got nothing else to go.
All right. That'll be athletics.
That's all I'm not.
Okay, grab on
Snow
the bait.
around it. We're going cheerleader here. I'm going to grab on their Pendar.
You gonna fireball the avalanche?
It's a 4.
Bye.
Plus anything? Athletics?
No.
No, it's just a 4.
Yeah. No, wait. 5.
5. Then what are you doing?
But at least you're near me.
Well, I was gonna tuck behind Gundar, but someone's already behind him.
Ah.
So
I'm a big guy. I have a lot of room.
I'm gonna find a large tree and kind of hunker down on the opposite side of it. Let it
Against
work
the
as catch up a break for me.
Okay.
Acrobatics, maybe.
You're not really holding on to anything. You're just trying to get small.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll call that acrobatics.
I don't know, like step, of course, step, but sometimes I feel like
Because I'm not gonna succeed at holding on to anything. 16.
Okay. Zilva, what are you doing?
Is there there's like a mountain wall that we're next to? And then trees?
Not next to, but I mean it's up to your north, probably maybe a mile and a half is where the mountains start to slope up, and that's kind of where this wind feels like it's coming from. It feels like it's coming down that northern slope.
She's gonna grab the tree, but like also squat down to be like underneath the wind.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. If you're holding on to the tree, it'll be athletics.
8.
Plus anything.
Fancy meeting you here.
Well, right. I had a little 1 and I rolled a 7.
Okay.
But if I could use acrobatics, that might be good. Better.
Reese, what are you doing?
She wants to jump on
What's
the
the ground like?
I mean, it's covered in
permafrost?
snow, but it's pretty firm. Yeah.
Oh.
You alright? Well, I'm gonna take Numenor and I'm gonna slam it into the ground, dig it in, hold on to it, and then brace myself with my shield against the wind.
So you're basically putting your
So I'm
shield
like-
in the ground. Okay. So give me an athletics check.
Oh god!
An 18.
Oh man.
18.
Missile.
I'm gonna keep throwing
I need
this
to put a
way.
shield in
You're gonna need a bigger box.
Metal dice, friends.
Throwing metal figures, now it's throwing metal dice.
Athletics. 24.
Saw the last 10 minutes
Plus
left.
6 your athletics. Nice.
I'm a strong little.
I thought you were
24. Okay. Yeah. So as the
Dice in
the wind starts to blow through,
Natural 20.
I start singing, I believe.
no, you manage to just hang on to the hilt of your sword with it just dug into this ice without any problem. Garen. Yes, I mean you're basically just like arms and legs are like wrapped around the tree, just hanging on, and it does start to blow you away, but you manage to hang on tightly enough as it was. Kriv.
I'm gone.
Actually, no.
I managed to hold on to you.
You start to go, and he just with one other hand just grabs onto you by your
Tail.
Neck.
Please be tail. Please be tail.
leg,
Oh.
one of your legs.
Tail smack him in the head.
And you're just, and yeah, he's just holding on.
I was afraid for a second that his loincloth had flipped
For
up.
you, since you're trying to do that, I'm gonna
Well, I am
give you a
facing
second.
that way, so
Nightmares
it's
about
definitely.
that one.
Okay, we'll come back to you.
I told you when it happened, I can't unsee that.
Then the as you're trying to like just get small, and hold on to anything, you do like get blown away from the tree, and you do start to tumble. We'll come back to you, Zilva. Same thing. Like both of you are like you're not like rolling, but you're like you basically get blown off of the tree that you're trying to hunker up against, and it just starts to you just both start to like lose your footing. You're getting knocked away from the group. Reese, didn't think I can roll high enough to beat you. Yeah, same thing. In fact, do a 50-50. Then you start kind of, as you're being blown away, you start tumbling towards him, and you start tumbling towards the two of them. For you, as you're holding onto the sword, it starts to blow up. You're still holding on tightly, but the ground doesn't hold onto your sword. So the three of you are basically starting to blow away. What do you want to try and do to...
Take my claws to her.
I'm gonna rage and grab onto both of them and just power through this thing.
Okay.
My totem
Small
babies.
move gun.
Give me that switch.
22.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's still blowing you back, but you're managing to hold your ground, but it's picking up. What does anybody else want to do?
I
Can
have
I
like,
dig down?
I mean, you
yeah.
can try.
I tried to not let both of you blow away, so try to do something.
I mean, he's holding on to the two of you right now.
Are we down
Well,
on the
on my
plains,
feet, so I
or
saw
are
my
we
feet
still
and I
on the
started
mountains?
Well, okay, you're like the mountains. They flatten out into sort of a mesa almost before they start going down again
Why
back
that?
towards the lake.
All I have is a little dagger, so I guess with one arm she's gonna try and like hold on to him, and then with the other one she's gonna like stick the dagger in
You
the
just ram
ground.
your dagger in. Okay,
Yeah.
so make an
That's all I
attack roll
have.
with your dagger.
What happened?
In his thigh.
I was gonna say in my thought.
15 plus 8.
Okay, yeah, I mean, you manage, and you've got it's a relatively like long kind of drow curved dagger. You just jab in, and you're hanging on and like bracing with him as well. You all are trying to get kind of low. Eventually, the storm
Does not die.
does not die down yet.
Am I able to? Because I'm tumbling. Am I able to see him that I'm going toward him?
Yeah. It's less that you're tumbling and more that you're like being blown down and you stand back up and try to fight against it.
Oh no, I'm not gonna fight against it.
You haven't gone into full tumble yet,
I'm not gonna fight against
unless
it.
you want to go into full tumble.
I'm gonna let it
He's gonna try
roll
to get
me.
this,
Okay.
easy
I'm gonna
trick.
try to guide myself toward his shield.
Aim.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I get to a shield, I'm gonna try to slide a hand and grab his shield, and then I'm gonna ride the storm on the sled.
Well, this would be really interesting.
Can
Okay,
I,
so,
can I
first
make
of
an
all-
opposing athletics check?
When we get there, you will. Okay, so first off, give me an acrobatics check to see how well
I'll blow the first roll, so it won't even
how well
matter.
you're able to guide yourself towards the shield.
18 plus 7, 25.
Okay, yeah. So you managed to. You're like, all right, screw it. You just let the wind take you, and you're basically like belly sliding like towards where you're guiding yourself in. Getting ready to go. And as you get up, you come in. Give me a sleight of hand to see if you
Okay.
actually no. Make it just a straight dexterity check first, just to see if you're able to like time
Well, I
it
mean,
right.
if I'm belly sliding, I'm cool with that. I'll just ride it on my
Oh,
belly.
you already said you were going to try and do it, so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, give me first just a straight dex, see if you can time it right to grab his shield.
Okay. Crit, 24.
Okay, yeah, so you definitely like managed to grab the shield. Give me just a straight athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you want.
Oh wow.
I don't think it's going to be as acrobatics.
Well, I'm 15.
Okay, so that'll be opposed by another just acrobatics for you now to see if you wrench it out of his hands, basically.
Acrobatics or sleight hand?
Acrobatics. Yeah, you've already grabbed a hold of it.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows you got it.
23.
23. Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah. He basically has it, and he's tobogganing with your
Sorry,
shield.
man. call back.
Sitting here
I want you
flying through
full
the
speed
air.
into like a tree or something.
I'm
you
watching
can't
this
steer.
floating in the air.
Never
Hanging
take
by
a
my
warp
feet.
there shield.
I'm going to take my hammer out. I'm going for my shield.
So you just straight belly dive, going after him.
I'm taking my hammer with me.
Well, yeah. And you
Yeah.
basically just clip it in and just go. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check.
You guys gonna be to the bottom of the mountain, or are we still stuck up there? They're gonna slide into the lake.
I'm sorry, that's too good. That's too good to pass
We
up.
don't see this though.
I was
I
just
do.
wondering
Y'all
though. I'm
my
like,
feet,
are
I'm
we in
sitting
the
there
front
flying.
right now?
You might
No,
see
this
it.
is also stupid heavy storm.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I mean it's what's wrong?
14.
We're missing
14.
all this.
You don't quite get like the graceful like swan slide that Vin did. You're more just like a bowling ball.
That can be
Well-
effective.
How much do you weigh?
2 250. Oh, wait, no, that's my age. 175.
How much do you weigh?
You're 250 years old.
147.
Okay, so you're heavier and more compact than Vin is. So you actually managed to gain on him and catch up to him, but you're kind of tumbling.
Switch this then.
You plow right into the side of him, and you both just kind of go tumbling and manage to come to a stop pretty far down this slope of the plane, but the wind seems to be much less where you've gotten to down
We're
here.
good, man. We're a great team.
Punches him in the face, you slam the shield.
I'm gonna
Here's your shield.
snatch my shield from him and just shield bash him.
Take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
He's got to roll a hit.
No, he's right there.
Disadvantage, displacement. I might not be where
Oh, that's
I am.
true, yeah. So you actually do have to roll to hit him. You can't just automatically hit him because of his cloak, I forgot.
Stupid cloak.
Do I add anything to it?
Disadvantage, yeah. So you're proficient with shield, so it would just be shield.
Normal attack roll.
Yeah, just normal attack roll.
10.
No, yeah, you swing where you think he is, and you just see the cloak sort of shift, and you just kind of miss him with your...
Good try, though.
Okay, so the rest of you are still
Cool
up
shield.
in the...
Yeah.
I'm just squeezing this tree with my eyes closed. Just
Oh, you feel ill when we get back with all
You're
storage.
managing to hang on. You
I
guys...
actually slowly try to crawl down. Creep that way.
Give me an athletics check.
He lets me go. Now I go flying.
everybody's gonna be halfway down the mountain. I'm just gonna be stuck to this tree.
You
You're
actually
right there.
not raging anymore.
It's still within a minute, right?
We still have to put
No,
this way
it's-
down.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Maybe not much graceful for me.
then...
Well, it's not that it's still in the minute. You haven't taken any damage or done any damage within a round. So therefore you lose your rage.
Okay.
So what'd you roll?
13.
13. Yeah, you are able to manage to hang on, and the storm eventually does move off. It's still windy, it's still snowing, but it's not like the harrowing, like death storm
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't take do damage.
that was coming after you.
I didn't do the stab me with your dagger.
Why would I do that?
I don't know.
Reach
Rip.
for anything to
Let me
grab.
stab the person that's like holding me on the mountain. That's a good idea.
Don't worry, Gunnar.
Okay, so yeah, I mean,
I'll
at
wait
this point, you're free to
I'll wait
move.
on
As you see that these two are down the mountain, probably a good quarter of a mile from you guys.
Yeah, as soon as it lets up, I'll.
So I kinda like let them go and be like,
Angle.
You guys are welcome. I got you.
Okay, so I need you guys to give perception checks to see if you see them. Although you know where they were, you guys don't know where they went. So you give me perception checks to see if you can figure out.
I see no one nowhere.
I got it.
You see no one nowhere?
I'm
Yeah.
still on the tree.
You actually are still on the tree.
15.
15. Yeah. At some point when he came sliding by, like you were trying to grab onto Gundar and like reach it back as he was grabbing your leg, and you saw Vin just like sledding.
was that?
downhill. So you have a pretty good idea that they're like down.
And you saw a dwarf just chase after him, like going like.
So let's say it takes you a good hour and a half or so to eventually kind of meet back up, and you kind of work your way through the rest of this blizzard. Everybody except you, except Kriv and Gundar, make me a Constitution saving throw, as it is bitterly cold.
Oh, I'm good at that too.
Be resistant, so you don't even have to make it.
Okay.
I'll say it.
19.
Like you auto pass.
19.
19?
12.
12?
15.
Okay. Yeah, everyone's fine now. It's starting to get to that point where you're like, we've got to get out of this. You kind of carry on for the rest of the day, and you do
I've been saying
eventually...
that for weeks.
Yeah, you do eventually come down to the lake that
Yeah,
is in the northeast, and you see there's a river kind of tributary that feeds into it, and there's a bridge that crosses it. You're able to cross basically right here off the map, and you're able to make it roughly to about here before it's dark again. You have to make that decision: do we continue to go or do we camp for the night? And there's nothing around. It's just bare, and you're back down pretty much on level ground. To the west, there's a massive peak, a good maybe 3 or 4 times as tall as the mountain you just climbed.
Pretty sure. we're
So you
pretty
said it's
exhausted.
barren and it's still storming?
Yeah, I mean, it's at this point it's
That's
just
pretty
like
easy
gentle
ride,
snow.
man.
So if we were to keep going at night, we might
Glad you did.
end up going in circles, be lost
Who
by
else
things.
is
Might.
Okay. I'm
Someone speed up a
saving.
little bit.
Well, good for moving. Keep moving, but not when we go in circles.
How will we get
So we
anywhere
can
if we
see,
don't
right?
move?
It's night.
Oh,
How far
I
away?
thought you were just talking about getting lost and just nope. I'll just stay here.
No, it's not
From
fine.
here, you figure it's
I was trying to
a
figure it out. too.
solid full day of travel will get you to.
Like the bottom of that mountain.
No, we'll get you to Frostforge
Oh, okay.
at this point.
And we don't
Big
see
rest.
like anything we can like sleep under or take shelter around.
No, the
barren.
mountains are just barren and craggy. There's no growth. Further south, there's the swamps, but there's not a lot of trees here. The trees have all thinned out.
Probably kind of lay low though, just in case the orcs
Yeah.
decide to turn around
How
and
far
come
away
back.
is the swamp?
Swamp. Probably another
Like, were you talking about
Wait,
getting
the
lost
swamp's
on
up
5
here.
hours. Well,
Yeah.
the swamp comes all the way over to here. It's all this. Well, no, sorry. This one, these hills is what I'm talking about. Sorry,
Oh,
not
the
swamp.
hills though,
Yeah, the
where the
hills here.
half orcs.
Yeah, where the half orcs were. Yeah, the swamp is on the other side of these giant mountains. My bad. I read the map wrong.
So it's about 5 hours to where the half orcs are.
Yeah, where they were.
Work.
Roughly, yeah. That hilly area.
I say we make it there. We can
Yeah, at
make
this
it
point
there.
it's probably about 6 or 7 unless I mean at this point it is just too dark.
We can make it.
Get some light.
A few of us have dark vision, and
Yeah, we
Another
have
night
a
on the
tracker
mountain.
now that's actually good in this terrain.
Do we want to try and make it there?
So that's a good
Yeah,
day.
because I bet they picked
Huh? Are we
up,
trying
unless
to-
the orcs raided
Trying
it
to-
Where are we talking about by there?
Yeah,
to where
what's
the
there?
half orcs were.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
We don't need to try to get all the way to Frostforge.
No, I mean you wouldn't be able to make it to Frost.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Frostforge.
Okay.
I'm talking about where the half orcs were
Is
because
Frostforge
they
on
probably they picked up and left, so there's probably tents and stuff set up.
Where's Frostforge at?
Way over here,
Okay, that's not.
and we're way over here.
Alright, yeah, we
Okay. Well,
Press
then
on to the
we
horse.
start. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll light my lantern so we can have.
All right. So who
Contained
is?
light.
Who's? Are
So you
you
can
taking
see in
point as
front.
like as a tracker as guide? Okay. So go ahead and give me 2 survival rolls.
Can I help her? Some
Nice.
A 10 and a 12.
10 and a 12. Okay. Let's see here. Go ahead and add to both of those. Add a D6 for him, kind of knowing the lay of the land and kind of helping out a little bit.
So the first one's a 15 then? Or have 12? 14. For the
15 and a
second one.
14. Okay. You managed to make it pretty well over the next couple of hours. It's probably 9 or 10 o'clock. No moon, no stars. You're pretty much going off of his lantern, and if anybody's like lit a torch. You guys have dark vision except for Vin, so for about 60 feet you can see. You can actually see for 120 feet. You have extended dark vision. So you can see pretty far with kind of this like black and white sort of night vision almost. But it's like everything here is sort of the same. Everything is sort of white. You're coming around the mountain, and you actually manage to, instead of making it south down this way, you actually turn and you actually end up more over here by this point. Just like trying to figure out how to track in this, there's no points of reference really, so you kind of doing the best you can based on what little stars there are.
Do we see like any shelter or anything where we end up?
Make a investigation check with disadvantage.
It's this one. First one's a
There it is.
4 and a 7.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty barren. There's not a lot out here.
let's keep tilting back up.
I think it's leaning a little bit.
So what do you guys want to do? You want to try and keep going on,
Is
or do
it
you
significantly less cold here, or still the same?
not
amount?
really? The sun's down at this point. The days are short anyway. It's still pretty cold.
Still keep heading towards.
So we make a fire.
I'm good with fire. If we've got any fuel.
So, do you have anything to make a fire with?
I don't know. I will point out that
Or do you have anything to
there was
continue
a
that fire?
stampeding thing of orcs. I have meat.
What's in a dungeoneering pack?
Um,
I just wrote dungeoneering pack
Torches.
because I haven't used like any of it, and if there's something in there.
I will tell you. Give me a moment.
I have smith tools. I have wood carver's tools.
You have what tools?
Wood carver tools.
You would require some wood to carve.
Yeah.
A Dungeoneer's pack has a backpack, a crowbar, a hammer, 10 pittons, 10 torches, a tinderbox, 10 days of rations, and a water skin. It also has 50 feet of hemp and rope strapped to the side of it.
So the tinderbox and
So the tinderbox would be used to start the fire. Yeah, I mean, you could burn your torches, but they're not going to burn as long as like firewood. You know, like the torch itself will probably burn for an hour or so, and then the body of the torch itself would, you know, burn if you wanted to light the whole thing to make like a fire with.
yeah. Do
Well, if we can't make a fire, there's no point in staying. We might as well move on. Then I'll just light a torch for warmth,
Okay.
for
Burning
comfort.
I guess we're gonna try to head on towards
Okay,
the.
so you're going to
Just keep
continue.
going, I guess.
Continue working. Okay. As you continue on, I need other than the boots and
Fur.
natural. Go and give me another Constitution saving throw.
14.
Yes.
14.
18.
Fail.
Here it is.
I just know it failed.
16.
Okay, so everyone that was a 15 or higher, you're fine. If you're 15 or lower, you take 1 point of exhaustion just as the cold is bitterly sinking in.
Cool. That is.
So you continue on for a couple more hours, and you basically work your way further around the mountain towards Frostforge. You're able to actually see the lights of Frostforge like on the far horizon. They're helping you track a little bit and figure out where to go. At this point, you, I don't remember who all failed and who passed.
I failed.
Okay. Did you pass? You got a 16?
I got 16.
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah.
you two are like starting to get considerably tired, and just the cold is like really nagging at you more than normal. You can continue on if you'd like.
Was there-
But it's
did
about midnight probably at this
Did we
point.
pass anything that could be used for tinder?
Um,
Well, we can see Frostforge now, so we can make it, right?
Well,
Oh, I thought you said we saw the lights.
You can see
yeah,
miles
on
away.
the
So.
distant horizon. Yeah, I mean, this is basically a plain outside of these mountains. So, you're getting up to the edge of the swamp at this point. So go ahead and give me a investigation check with disadvantage to look for, to try and keep an eye out for things that would burn.
Fantastic.
Should we all roll or just
An investigation?
Anyone who's looking,
If it's something to keep us warm, I'm looking.
It's a 12.
it's all with disadvantage because it's being dark.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Now I'm doing it.
It's a 6.
I'm doing outside. 13.
13. You do manage to find some. Did anybody have higher than 13?
I had 12.
Okay. Yeah, the two of you both with that roll, you'll see. They're not like large logs, but they appear to be like scrub bushes and scrub plants on the edge of this marsh. And the marsh is not extremely wet, so you figure that this stuff will probably burn if you wanted to build a fire. You don't know how long, but you can gather up enough of it to get it going for a few hours, probably at least.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm tired.
So you gonna make camp?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna try and get a long rest, or are you gonna? It's about midnight at this point, so.
Okay, the short rest.
Probably. Okay. I was like,
well, no.
You only
We've
need
got,
4
we've
hours.
Yeah,
got some
I was like,
people
I don't know
starting to
about
get
that.
into trouble.
Well, this thing's you've been adventuring
I'm about to say,
all
yeah.
day since
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the long
I think we
rest.
better go with a long rest.
Okay. Cool. Who's keeping watches?
Zilva passes
First.
I'll take first.
Okay, they'll go first. All right,
So you go first watch.
Wait a second.
Second watch.
How long until first light? So
About
how many watches do we fit?
7 or 8 hours. You figure if you do like a two, and She can get. I'll get her whole 4. She can take the last 4.
Well, she's exhausted. Can she still do it if she's exhausted?
Well, she has a long rest. It only takes her 4 hours to long rest.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that works.
She just trances for 4 hours and it's like good to go.
Than her.
Crazy elves.
Okay.
Okay. So first watch, Gundar.
Yep.
Ooh, excuse me.
I guess I better not do that yet.
Nothing.
You're supposed to say.
Serious seems to happen during your watch.
No problem.
It might get interrupted.
I go to bed this
Okay, so Kriv, second watch. Give me a perception check.
You don't wake me up.
He's supposed to bring it up again so we can vote on it.
15.
15. You see out in the swamp several creatures. Kind of looks like they're almost moving in a formation.
I go wake Vendor up again.
Yes! I love it.
Wait. How far away?
No sneak for you.
Maybe 150, 120 feet or so.
Exhaustion doesn't matter when you're raging.
He just wakes up. "Ugh."
I said she's seen 120 feet, right?
I could
But
shoot.
So
You
it's
do
about
not
2
want
or
to
3
wake
hours.
one of their two up.
She's in the middle of a trance right
Okay,
now.
cool. Well, then I get
You can wake her up, but it's
She's gonna be out.
like she needs that solid 4 hours.
Yep, I grab Vendor. We head out.
Okay.
Get a little closer so we can figure out what it is.
He kind of points out you see probably about 4 at this distance in the dark. It's hard to tell what they are. But
Okay. Is it those rat things again?
do you want to get closer and try and see what they are?
I'll go with them.
So,
Before I tell you to roll a stealth check, do you want to just try and go up and figure out what they are? Or are you going to go up banging your shield?
I will. I'm not like trying to stealth, but I'm also not being stupid loud.
Okay, so roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to be stupid about it.
I got 8.
19.
You got a 19?
Mhm.
Okay. You got a...
I will choose to fail the stealth check. I got 8.
Okay.
I'll probably pass.
So as you're
Ah.
walking up,
Branch off.
it's starting. You're in the
Now you
beginnings
stay
of a
with me.
bog, and
Like,
you're doing really good, like
Automatic crit.
keeping your feet, like your claws spread out open. Gundar's like booted, Goliath feet. He just like squelches right
He's
down
taking
into
those
just
huge
a,
steps.
that sucking sound as you step into just like mud. And as you do, you see the creatures turn to you. You can see their eyes are glowing a bit. And they just stop and like crouch down.
Hey, you got like any spell that just like?
I do not. I do not have anything like that. I can.
You don't
Ooh.
like that.
You didn't take fireball?
Yeah, I took fireball.
That is exactly the spell you would use right now if you just wanted to obliterate these people.
That's what I was talking about. This like was.
What's the range on it?
150 feet.
They were within range.
You don't even have to aim either.
I
It's
know.
awesome. You just cast it and it happens.
I think this is gonna.
Range and blossoms.
Talking in your
for
sleep.
each creature. 20 feet around. Must make a dex
You
save.
didn't hear what we were talking about earlier.
He's looking for probably maybe a kobold. I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm trying to
Great,
find a
yes.
spell right now.
It's kid. She has friends and she goes.
I don't know. I'm laughing maniacally as he does this and it happens.
All right. So you said everyone's got to make a dex saving throw, right?
Yep.
Okay. So for these two,
We got more d6.
that's a 5 and a 6.
Okay.
So those two fail. This one, that's an 8. He fails.
I love it.
The last guy, that is a 13.
Wait, what does that say?
13.
Both of the
Is that
What's your spell save DC?
14.
14. Yeah. So they all fail. So they're all going to take full damage. So fireball at 3rd level is at 8d6.
Yeah,
I guess we roll 8d6, and that's how much they're going to take.
Okay.
Quick, if I go on Twitch long enough, then we'll get the 30-second delay.
I looked up like as he was
Alright,
moving in. I was like,
13,
I know, right?
14, 15,
Nothing,
We don't know.
nothing,
we
nothing.
don't know.
25, 27.
We failed our perception rule.
27.
27. Okay.
If anyone's seen Guardians of the Galaxy,
So the
Looks like I won't
two,
have to buy you that
just
ale
laughing
after
my
all.
tracks right now, just hysterically laughing.
so the two smaller individuals just both erupt in flames. The other two,
The children, you mean?
Get mad.
the other two do just that. They get extremely mad. So
As their children.
I need you two to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Alright.
I like how you just go around murdering groups of people for no reason.
Bomat, man.
Oh god.
Bomat.
All right.
17.
2. That's terrible.
I will be going first. Well, before him.
Until the creatures in the bog take their legendary actions and
Primarily. Yeah, no dead.
Well, this is when I die.
Okay, Gundar, you're up. These creatures are on fire and they're about 60 feet away from you.
question that's not related to the combat. Has our fire died out by now?
I will hold action.
Hold action.
What about now?
What action are you
right.
In initiative order. We'll hold it in initiative.
Did we hear the fireball?
So,
What was that?
he's going to...
So right now, my character's just laughing maniacally as they burn.
That's a 20-foot radius that they just burned in.
They were hiding from
run at
you.
you.
Well, they weren't.
That's a long run. How far are
He
these
is
people?
going to use his bonus action to that character.
As the player. I think that was bad.
Okay,
Yeah, I
and
think
he is
so too.
going to
We need minis at
swing
all.
at you, huh?
We need minis at all.
No, not really.
Okay.
They're not going to disengage from you.
Imagine.
He is going to swing at you with
Me?
that. No, at him.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm going to assume that you were slightly out further front than he was.
No, I were both side by side.
Kiara, you.
Going for you.
Oh, well.
Well,
So he's going
okay.
to swing
There's
his Goldbraid's axe.
That's good to know.
It's the
Ooh,
red
there's a
dragon.
great axe.
It's going to be a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Yeah, that's my alignment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, got him to be 60 feet.
No worries.
How about not ever
His
catch that?
bonus action
Wait, you're
dash.
chaotic.
His bonus action dash.
It's the red
That's
dragon.
impressive.
He's going to swing at you again with his great axe.
Adopted his father, I guess. 'Cause he found me.
22 to hit.
That one hits.
Tried to save me good, but my
So he's got
Hey, just so you know, these guys have
Yeah.
multi-attack.
Oh, nice.
So it makes sense.
Did this is before you rage?
I mean,
Does that help?
see people,
Ouch.
kill people.
So that is, wow, I rolled terrible
Fits
for
the
damage.
alignment.
You always do against him.
Do against everybody. Well, not really.
No.
You not always roll terrible.
9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah, say that you rolled terribly to Reese.
You're right.
30 damage, right? Well, it did attack twice.
So 15.
Alright, so as he is running down his swing, he is going to shout at you. Each creature can hear the warchief's voice within 30 feet.
Oh, great.
Can
Did
hear
you
it.
do,
Alright.
Ray?
Did you just kill the orcs that we saved?
Alright,
No,
so
because they were cowards.
when he does his
They
shout,
were
it gives the
hiding.
other guy advantage. So,
See how I have the ability to bonus action dash to my face?
yes. He is going
This was
to.
a
but he
rogue
is-
thing.
But he is not going to do that. He is going to.
Gonna light you guys up with a fireball.
Oh, you
It's
can't
not-
do that? Here, try this.
It's not so much the rogue thing.
Try level 6
They have a
one.
thing called aggressive.
Oh yeah, orcs do. Yes, yes, that is correct.
He is going to.
They do have aggressive.
Knowing that his warchief is pretty strong, he is instead going to return the fire. So I need a dexterity saving throw from both of you.
Haha, 18. Or no, 20.
Do any of the sleeping party hear any of this?
15.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
probably-
Once we get through the first round of combat, I'll let you guys make a perception
You
check.
probably hear the
At disadvantage because we're asleep.
So what'd you roll?
20.
It's fast.
15.
15. Both pass.
Probably hear him scream when they get hit by there.
Now, is this a fireball?
Hear him scream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see like orange dot come out of the end of his finger and come towards you, and it lands right between the two of you and it
So it
explodes.
hits the Ore Chief, too.
Actually, no, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
Because as
He
an
can exclude.
evocation wizard, he can exclude it up to his spellcasting level. and targets.
Nice.
So 8d6.
Way to go, guys.
Way too
14,
So do I take a quarter of that
21.
Yes.
since I'm resistant and
Yes.
cool? That helps.
So 26 points of damage. You take 13. You take 6.
Okay.
And as a bonus, no, it's not gonna do that.
Well, I guess technically I should have. I didn't say it in time.
Okay, Kriv, your turn. There's one that's like right up in your face on him.
I'll
and the
take
other
my
one's-
turn now, since I technically could have taken it after the War Chief got up in my face. But
You could have been.
All up in my face.
so I will attack the War Chief.
Okay.
Hopefully I hit. Hopefully, let's see, 19.
That'll hit.
Okay, then maybe we'll hit.
If it didn't, I'm staying asleep.
If it didn't, I hope I'm waking up and running.
Just stamp the fire out on your way.
18. Or 15. 20. Oh, I also rage too. 20. 32.
32 points.
32 points of damage.
I was sitting over here thinking, don't tell me he's not going to rage. I
Alright,
was
Chris.
afraid you were going to forget.
Alright, so just the War Chief class right now? Who's what? Who's
The
right
war,
next
the
to-
war chief is right by you.
Okay. I'm going to do Burning Hands
Okay.
as a third level.
Okay.
So that's going to give me 5d6.
Okay.
I have to roll for that, or is that on my hit?
It's a dexterity saving throw, I believe.
Yeah, for them it's 6.
That is a 14. What's your DC?
I'm a 14.
So take half.
Alright, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3.
He's
So
raging, so fourth.
4, 7, and 17.
17 halved is 8.
Well, it's fire dance, so unless the guy is a bear totem barbarian.
You never know.
And then bonus action. My combo. Breath.
Okay.
So is that 2d6? Yeah, because I ain't level 6
So
yet.
it's a dex save as well. 17.
Dang it. 7.
Okay. That'll bring it back to the top, and the war chief's turn.
Well, isn't it top now? So
Do we get the
possible he
You
is.
say I get perception.
Yeah, so
Because
everyone's
the War Chief, the War Chief yelled, so.
Give me a perception.
And then I yelled back.
Are we at disadvantage? for
Grace, you
perception?
snore
No.
again?
Straight perception. Assume you sleep rather than. Not
11.
You're asleep.
12.
You're asleep.
13?
I don't hear anything.
Sorry.
Right.
I'm on a 9.
Yeah, they're not like fighting in the middle of the camp. They walked out a little, you know. Like,
That fire's still burning. I'm toasty. I'm not moving.
So,
Alright.
war chief.
Listen, I don't get up for watches, so
I wake up like, where's the other party members?
We're gonna walk back and be like,
Like little charred bodies.
Alright, he has advantage to break this turn because
smells like bacon.
It's awful.
that is a 22.
Now the head.
And second attack is a 16.
That just hits. Well, meats. I'm pretty sure you have the meat or exceed.
Yep. So the first attack will be 21 slashing damage, halved to 10. And the second one will be
I might be going down.
17 slashing damage, halved to
8.
8.
oh dear.
still good. Just under half now.
Okay.
Until the magic missile comes in.
All right.
What the fireball?
I don't think he'll make that mistake again.
Got one more spell slot at that level, so why not?
Maybe.
I need a dexterity saving throw from you.
Hey, that's 20.
17.
Okay. So you both pass.
Just tell me the full number after. I'll do it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's your fireball.
29.
Is it fireball again?
7 damage.
14, 7.
Yeah.
Cool.
And he will use his move and action to get up in your face. Moving, sorry, bonus action.
Cool.
Surprised they haven't tried to holler for us yet.
Hey, if you have any more AoE spells,
Well, it's now their
let me
turn.
know.
Because he held his turn till the end of the order, so. You're up, Gandhar.
Alright, we're all in close melee range, right?
Yeah,
So if I
everybody's
kind
on
of get
fight.
around, I can now flank the war chief. First attack. That one hits. And that one hits. Well, I rolled 12, so 20.
Okay.
You said that one. 11, then 19 I hit.
Okay.
Oh. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 26.
Okay. Yeah, you like cleave into him both hits with the sword, and you eventually just like cut him like through the neck, and he just collapses to the ground. Criven. So you got one guy left on the caster.
And I point to the caster like, you're next.
So what?
Then the caster's the only one left.
Yeah,
He's
he's
next
killed
to us
the
or
war
is he
chief.
far away?
Huh?
He's melee now,
He's in melee?
Yeah, he's right
and we're
here.
flanking him.
Guess I'm
So if
Alright.
you have any touch that doesn't AoE.
A touch that does an AoE?
No, that doesn't AoE.
Oh, you got shocking grasp.
Yeah, use that at the highest level you possibly can.
It just does 2d8.
Throw another fireball down right there amongst you.
I don't care.
Okay, I'm gonna do a shatter. I can pick a point. It's within 10 feet, so I could do it like right behind him so it doesn't. Or is I gonna do a disadvantage or anything like that?
What shape is it?
The sound loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere.
Yeah, so you can set it behind him so it only hits him.
Okay, I do that.
No, actually you couldn't.
No?
Because he
Flanking.
moved around behind
Oh, he did?
to get the
Flanking.
flank. So you would, there's no way that you could hit
Okay,
just
don't
that
do
What
one
does
guy.
it? What does it do?
You have to have a dex saving throw.
Just do it.
No, constitution saving throw.
That's fine.
And you get 3d8 thunder damage.
Just the fifth edition rules.
Alright, well, then it's cool.
It is pretty cool.
So,
This is time I fail. Nope, 16.
alright, cool.
Pass
Yeah.
half damage.
So what, it was what kind of saving throw?
Constitution? Yeah.
It's a 3.
Okay.
So what happens if you pass?
If you pass, it's half.
Okay.
Okay, so roll your damage.
3d8? Yeah. 7.
7.
You take one.
I take 1 damage.
Man, that's terrible.
So
Okay,
it comes
bonus
back
action
around
cast
to
spell.
him. He can't really do much.
Right, but I'm so intimidated with trying to run.
Curious, is that loud ringing noise possibly wake them?
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
It probably
I mean,
won't.
it only works within that 10-foot radius.
that-
so,
okay.
Yeah.
You got Thunderwave or something?
He's not.
Oh, there's only one guy left. It's my XP.
Yeah, he's not.
That's my XP. I want it.
He's not.
It's my full XP.
He's not going to do anything. He's just going to try and run away.
We're within range.
Oh,
I grab him.
You make
We're leeching,
We're
that's right.
You just want to try and grab him.
He is staying
So
there.
go ahead and give athletics.
17 plus 7. 24.
Okay, yeah, he fails.
Yeah, he stays there.
And then
So he,
before
he turns to
did,
try to run, and you
wish
just
in
like
the
grab his
beginning.
wrist.
Okay.
Oh, should do.
So you just stand there and look at him like.
Well, I can't attack
You're gonna
anymore. Since my action was the or does that?
That was a
my-
reaction.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I will attempt to beat his
Was that
face.
the first person we faced?
Okay.
We took it beat it against the axe.
As you go to swing back, he just takes his knife and sticks it in his throat. Falls in there.
Aww,
Fine with me.
man.
I just crit twice too.
Alright,
Putting
search-
dice down.
I'm searching bodies.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
searching the war chief's bodies. You can search the sorcerer body.
Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna search the back of my eye.
He's dreaming right now.
I'm still snoring.
The war chief does have a great axe on him.
What kind of great?
It's actually kind of
I
nasty.
rolled a 4.
Okay.
Between the
I'm
two
having
of them,
the best
they got about 6 gold.
When they walk back to the camp, we'll all roll high and they just stick on a twig.
Um,
Ready for battle.
the caster does have a crystal like on a like a rope around his neck. It looks like it's probably his arcane focus that he used for casting.
Oh, yay.
And he's got a dagger and a small hand axe.
Ooh.
And we both got 6 gold.
They're both wearing nasty chainmail armor that would not fit.
Nope,
That
yeah.
might fit you.
Really?
I mean, maybe you're not gonna wear it.
Well, no. I only get additional +2 off of just my normal armor class tag, so.
Can I use this hand axe?
Yeah, but you can't rage with armor, can you?
Hell, need wine.
But I believe you just can't rage with heavy armor,
I'm not sure.
if I believe correctly.
Like I
Alright.
said, two suits of rusty chainmail.
Okay, well, we're gonna head
Oh.
back now.
Let me double check on that.
So you go back to camp.
Yeah.
Yep. Because they walk back to camp and they step on a twig. Wakes me up. And you didn't on the
Here
die.
you go, hold on.
That's a 22.
I rolled a 1.
No, it just can't be wearing heavy armor.
I got 12.
Nice.
The
So
small hand axe, can I like learn to use it, or is it just because I'm not proficient?
you could take. I mean, so you just because you're not proficient, something doesn't mean you can't use it. You just don't use your proficiency.
Okay. Cool.
So I set up. Can you guys be quiet? Some people are trying to sleep around here.
Don't worry about it.
Now get back to sleep.
Okay, so that was at the beginning of your watch.
Alright, cool. How much does a health potion do?
Just don't worry about it. We're about to go back to town.
Alright, sure.
Unless the town gets raided.
Okay.
Do we know what just happened?
No,
Not
we were
so
asleep.
So you guys were asleep.
And you're obviously not going to tell us.
Well,
All right.
That was my phone for a minute.
Washington State.
Whose phone is that?
Our sorcerers.
I think it's serious.
Nope. Okay.
What might notes say?
Well, I mean,
Mike's
if
notes
I
say?
knew,
what did my notes say?
Can I go wake
I
him up?
really
so I get a
wanna
little
know.
bit of, healing?
Both of the awake PCs left the camp.
So everyone
I didn't want to give him any ideas. The camp was asleep.
No, there were only a handful of orcs patrolling.
That's
They woke up, crit.
auto crit.
Okay, so you finish out your watch. No big
I
deal.
will pass back out.
You start the last watch. Shava.
Which means I'll actually get a full rest. Amazingly. Ish. No,
Give
we
me
got
a
short rest. Short rest.
7.
Because the damage occurred
Oh, and I
during it.
didn't, yeah. I need to figure out one second.
I roll like
What are you
crap
trying to
today.
figure out?
Oh, if I'm actually going to get my short rest before I roll. He said, hold on. Well, it was her, and you said make a perception, and you roll again. So I want to make sure in case
But
we
you've
got
already gone
rolled.
to sleep during his watch.
Oh,
You already
there's-
said you went to sleep. It was
Yeah,
at the
but-
beginning of his watch that happened.
oh, so I'll get the full long rest then?
No, because
No.
the damage happened during his rest.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know. You'll get anything. But you might. You don't know.
I was just making sure before I rolled that I got my short rest.
Before you rolled one.
My hit dice.
Oh.
Well, you would get your short rest anyway. I mean,
Not if
let-
I went to sleep and then she. Oh, yeah.
well, only if it happened like right at the beginning of her.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's why I
So-
was just making sure.
And then somebody comes back like 6 months later.
You don't really notice anything.
Just don't notice.
During your
Alright.
I just.
as you guys are all asleep.
I'm so sorry for my husband finding out.
Okay.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Not exactly.
Flying at your head.
As the rest of you guys come up.
They found the
18.
war chief.
As you're kind of like, are you sitting watching, or are you like patrolling while you're?
I probably would be like walking around.
Okay. Someone comes up from behind you and goes up, and you like instinctively just grab their arm and body check them like over onto the ground. I mean, it's just a hulking orc. All of you that are asleep, give me perception checks.
I tried waking him up. I guess not.
Hey, I might make this. 20.
10.
12.
13.
23.
Actually, let me see what their stealth is. It's probably not very good. They're
Comes up
orcs.
with me, slices my throat. I'm dead.
See, I knew if we came back this way that we'd find the
That's
orcs.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
Well, they don't have much of a moment. So, who all is under an 18?
What?
Everyone except for me and him.
Yeah.
So you three are under an 18?
Yeah, I had a 10.
Okay.
Just as I found it. Is that written symbol?
Okay. Great.
That's what all of these have.
26 damage. Oh, okay. I
That
missed
was the room. It's a set of dice when the rise was
Opening
open.
portals.
Came through.
Everyone that was under an 18, you take 36 points of slashing damage.
I'm dead.
Everyone that's over an 18, you take half of that. So 18 points of slashing.
Crit fireball.
I'm out.
Yep.
You're not dead.
Oh,
You have to take your full health after 0 to die, instant die.
So,
Otherwise,
Like,
you're just
at once?
unconscious, and now, yes,
Okay.
in one hit.
Okay.
that's good. Only 4 passes.
Like, if I was at 0, I'd have to take 70
So
points of damage in one turn.
as you sling this orc over your shoulder, you pull out your belt knife, make an attack roll.
Do I add anything?
Yeah, just like making a normal dagger attack roll.
Okay.
You're down?
15?
And so is our sorcerer.
17.
17. As you sling over, you pull it out and you slit his throat, and as you look up, you see one basically person for each member of the, each party member. An orc goes over them and goes to slash their throats.
My character would wake up in rage after
You
me.
did wake up, which is why you took half the damage. You were able to stop. He still cut you pretty good, but
Yeah,
you
and then I
caught
would rage
it. So
after
same thing
seeing
for
this.
you.
Hey, Mike,
Um,
we didn't wait long enough to tell him what the note said.
oh no, this is
Can I
this is already. It didn't matter. It's all like random online for random
I
encounters.
remember.
Alright.
So you two are out.
Yeah.
So just everyone go ahead and roll initiative. Actually, we won't even bother with initiative. We'll just go around the table this way because the orcs they run, like they slit and run.
Oh, hell no.
So we'll just start with you. What do
Alright,
you do?
I'm gonna rage and chase after the one that hit me, and I can probably run faster than they can.
Okay, make a dexterity check, just straight up to like get up from out of bed and chase somebody.
15.
Okay, make an intelligence saving throw.
Hey, 19.
19. You pick up one of your weapons.
Nice.
I would assume that
Start
as a
chasing.
warrior, I would. I would move 40 feet.
Okay. You
Or move
would
40.
already have your weapons, so you see that you killed the orc that attacked you. You see everybody else. He's chasing after the one that, like, you basically saw their shadows come over, and then they start dispersing. You see him wake up. You see him fighting it off. You see him fighting it off. You didn't go down, right?
Do I not reach the
Yeah,
guy?
you still woke up, but he got the full.
Can I? Is it?
No.
Then I'd use my bonus action to dash.
Okay. So you are now in melee with him.
Cool. I was gonna make sure. I was like, I'm getting to this guy.
I have dark vision, so I can see it attacking him. Can I shoot the one that's above him?
You can, yeah. Like
Okay.
it's already done the damage, but
Yeah.
like, it's basically like where you're gonna shoot is about the time that they're like turning and all.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to shoot him.
I had to go 80 feet to catch this guy.
15 plus 9.
What's sad if you
That'll
would
hit.
have woke
Okay.
up? I got only down to 1 health point.
Huh?
So even if I would have woke up, I still only been on 1 health point.
11.
You almost
11?
died during that fight.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, you just catch him right in the throat, and his body just slumps over.
No.
What do you do?
I was at 19.
Wow, so this guy just slumped over me.
Yep.
And I see what when I sit up?
Perception.
My blood gushing everywhere.
16.
Yeah, you see these two are still like lying on them. The people over them are like running off. You see him probably maybe fighting with the guy that's on you.
Okay.
Lucky.
So there's nobody on them, but there's somebody on
I had
them.
to chase mine
I
down.
mean, there's still two guys like relatively close to them, but they're
I would call
running.
But they're running though,
Yes.
right? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna let them run, and I will get up, move across the camp, and shoot a fireball on the way, firebolt at the one that's on
That's on.
then.
Okay.
What?
What'd you roll?
8.
That misses.
Yes.
Yeah, just in the dark, you just overshoot your fire. Do you want to move any?
Yeah, I'm moving across the camp to one of the two of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how the camp's set up, but
We'll just randomize. You'll be low. You go to proof.
Okay.
Fire
buddies. For
That's
life.
saving throw.
What do I roll for? Like what?
D20. You need
11 and above, you're good.
10 or-
10 below,
10
you're
or-
bad.
10 or above.
10 and above? Oh, okay.
18.
All right. So mark one death saving throw.
With like a
Succeed.
line.
Reach death saving throw.
10.
Pass. Mark a succeed. What are you doing? You got one on you.
So he's still there on me.
Yeah, I mean, basically, you woke up in time to like fend him off. So instead of like getting like deep into your neck, like maybe he just like cut you across the chin or something. I mean, it's enough to hurt, but
Okay.
But
Well,
he-
I'm gonna pull my weapons.
it's enough that you can catch him. Okay.
That's a miss and a 20.
A 20 will hit.
8.
8 points of damage. Yeah, I mean, basically, you just grab the scimitar, and it's just not. It's too big
Yeah.
for this, and you cut across. You cut him on the flank, and I mean, it looks pretty serious, but he's he's actually surprised that you're on. You can tell like they're all wearing light armor. They look like they're assassins. They're not the same fighters like that you guys fought against.
Okay, and I'm gonna kick up to be upright.
Okay.
Get ready.
Easy enough.
I will now kill the one that I'm attacking.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
And whether he speaks common or not, I just say you made a mistake, friend.
I'm savage attacking this guy.
Is that a thing?
Yes, that is.
Recklessly
it's
attacking?
here
Yes.
somewhere.
No, it's an actual thing called savage, but I mean, it's a little bit different. So I hit with the 17 plus
Okay.
whatever. Oh yeah, and a second attack. Sorry about that. That one hits too.
Oh, it's under.
Okay, so it is. That's where I was.
I get 2
15.
I didn't scroll up.
27.
27. Yeah, you basically just hack into him. He goes down, and you make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's popped up when you go.
Trap.
It's not showing
Oh,
on mine,
good.
I don't know what you rolled.
which
But
makes
it's a
sense.
trap.
No.
Okay.
What's
did I
a
roll?
19?
19.
19.
19 plus 5. Or plus 3 now.
7 points of slashing damage and a Constitution saving throw.
So.
Actually, I do need Constitution saving throws from the 2 of you that didn't die.
Yeah.
So I took 3.
17.
17. Yeah, you're bad.
12.
12. So from yours, when he got you,
Pass
you
off.
take
Yeah.
6 points of poison damage, and yours you take 5 points of poison damage.
So 2 points of poison
Are
damage.
you resistant to poison? Or is that
It
just
should be your
regular?
dwarf. Yeah.
Oh, I have advantage on poison. What does that mean?
Oh, you get 2 dice. You get advantage on the same.
You wrote advantage on poison.
You should be resistant to poison. That's what
So-
normal dwarves
so
are.
3?
So. Yeah.
Actually, I think they
half
have
that.
advantage on the save. So
Or maybe it's advantage on
I
the
think it
save.
actually is.
Okay. Okay, so that's your turn.
So this guy slashed me as he went down.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, it's fine.
I still see
Yeah.
another one running away.
You see him fighting with one, and you see two running away from. They were on them.
Yeah.
You see Garen is basically over at Crib at this point.
I'm gonna assume he has his and shoot at one of the closest ones that's running away.
Okay,
You shoot both of them now.
Yeah.
that's true.
13 plus 5.
That'll hit.
Mm, 8.
Nice.
14.
14. All right. Which one are you shooting at? The one that looked like it was coming from Crib or from? Actually, you're gonna shoot the other one. With your
Yeah.
second attack, yeah, shoot the other one. Like that, it's dead. I'm just trying to figure out which one is dead.
8.
8. That
No.
one.
No, it's a 12.
12.
12. That'll hit. They're pretty light
I'll
on
let you
that.
do all
I
my
don't
math.
know
I'm
which-
looking at like the 5 and the 8, and for some reason I keep adding like one time and one another
So
time.
just do that every time for attack the middle, and then once you succeed
Yeah, I know
attack,
how it
then
works.
you're
It's
down.
just that I'm
me too.
retarded, and so I.
That hits full damage.
Cheaper.
Oh, you're
Okay. I understand. I just
Yeah, I
don't
tried
understand
to,
at the same time. 10 damage.
Did you Hunter's Mark him?
No, she just rolled it, but it's 10 damage.
Okay.
Oh, it is actually.
Yeah, you basically catch him in the
Like I said,
thigh and he
we're
stumbles,
retarded.
but he's not dead. So the one that was on Reese isn't dead. Garen, what are you doing?
So I made it over to Crib.
Yeah.
And I look up and I see the arrows fly by and shoot at them. Okay, so I'm just gonna fireball the one that's still running away. Firebolt.
Fireball.
That's a 16.
That was it.
What is 8 damage?
He's dead. So the only one left alive is the one that's on you.
Okay.
Take him alive.
Death saving throw.
1.
That's
Oh, that's two
That's
fails.
2 fails. Mark 2 fails.
Guess I should have helped you before I shot. I thought I had a couple
Were you still
rounds.
saving?
Apparently not.
You still got. You're still
Yeah.
tussling on one.
Swinging at him. 15 and 23.
Those both hit. Your minimum damage will kill him. Dexterity saving throw.
21.
That's a pass. Half damage. 7. And Constitution saving throw for the poison.
Looks like my mom might be coming out.
I know, right?
8.
Hopefully I can stay
Seven.
with you in one round. Otherwise, we might be in trouble.
From poison.
You still good?
As long as there are no more of them. And he went down, right?
The one you were on?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You.
Okay. I'm moving over.
Okay, you're able to get to him.
Right.
There are no more left?
Nope.
Can I reach Crib
No.
with even 2 moves? Like 2 80
No.
feet move?
Like you ran 80 feet. And you were running and fighting with him, so.
Then no. I'll start making my way back to camp.
Okay.
If I'm still in the camp area, can I go
Yeah.
cure wounds him?
Yeah, you're like right on the outside of.
I will grab the guy's dagger.
I'm
and stuff for
gonna
him.
walk over and touch him then and do cure wounds.
Okay.
10 health.
You take 10 health back. And you are healed. Garen, what are you doing?
Dead.
Healed. Well, she just walked over and healed him, so I'm gonna walk over and look at Reese.
Okay.
Sadly,
And just look at him.
I'm gonna try to stabilize him.
You do a
Just
medicine
laying
check. Okay,
here
just
with
do a medicine check.
Yeah, no, I can't find where the
At least this isn't infinity
What?
if you fail it.
Fingering.
where the blood is coming from.
What's your roll?
Probably the big
6.
gash in my neck.
Dwarf physiology. You should be able to figure it out, but you can't.
That's not the half of the dwarf I am.
Yeah.
The half that he got cut on.
You were probably
so
more
you're
likely
up.
to make it than I am.
You got 10 health.
Okay.
She cured wounds you. So you're up. What do you want to do?
I can't do anything. I mean,
Always.
it takes a couple, but
It is now your turn. Death saving throw. No one has cured you yet.
Wah, wah.
I'm there, but that was all I could do last time.
At least it wasn't a 1.
What'd you roll?
Fail.
Okay. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to. You know what? I'm not even gonna chance it. I'm pouring my last potion down his throat.
Okay. As the elixir goes down.
2d4 plus 2.
The quick fixer elixir.
So 4, 7, 9 points.
You heal 9 points. And everyone is alive. You make it back to camp.
That was a close one.
I'll hand them the daggers.
Yeah.
That was
Put
pretty
poison
good.
on it.
After I healed it went away.
The daggers that he brought back are
Your
I mean, they're nothing special. They're like nasty orc weapons.
Toss them into the back to the
I
fire.
thought there was poison on
Does it
them.
stay there or they go
They
away?
just smeared poison on their blades.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, if I
I can do
would've-
that.
I would have done
It
that.
made them go away on here, so.
I thought there was still poison on them that you could have got off.
After I'm healed, does all my saves and fails go away or is it still there?
Yeah, as long as we don't go into another fight. Like for the fight, they stay, but this fight's over.
Oh.
So
Well,
So much for a long rest.
I'm just gonna,
You guys didn't get your long rest?
no, neither do you.
Well,
Yeah,
I know I didn't.
since I'm up,
The only one who really got it is going to be her.
I don't know who else hurt, but I'm just gonna take 10 minutes and prayer healing everybody from
Oh, that'd be awesome.
level 3.
Okay. If you do it as a ritual, it doesn't count as a spell slot, right? I think it's kind of
I think that's right.
But I think he's increasing it too.
Yeah, you increase it. Okay.
To make it a spell slot.
Yeah, what he said. Well, that was a big flop. 8.
All right, so everybody, it's probably up to 6 creatures on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody heals 8 hit points if you've got any damage.
Alright. That got me
Half.
almost to half.
Just above half.
All right, so at this
Just-
point, I mean, it's the dead of night now, and you know,
I'm scared to go to sleep.
what do you want to do?
Wasn't the last?
Last time I went to sleep, I'll go with
Was this her last shift?
Yeah, but hers is 4 hours.
Okay.
A Columbia necktie.
Well, I guess we'll
since
take
back to
short
that
rest
again.
again.
What do you want to do?
I should just make it back to town now.
I'm gonna search these guys, see if there's anything on them.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I will.
I think the area is obviously
Nope.
not safe.
I was assisting you. Christian.
I mean, anybody can search them if you want to, not just one person.
14.
14.
Even better chance than you.
On the ones that found you,
I don't know about the other two.
yeah, you don't know about the others. There's nothing too descriptive on these. I mean, they look like they're just like in the dark assassins.
Just runs.
These are the same wild orcs that we saw last time, the ones that attacked me. They kind of look the same.
What are their beliefs about the afterlife? You're from up in this area.
I might know. I got a 16 for history.
Well, I don't
Or
know.
religion?
If
The
I knew
orc
about
tribes
the- I thought
beliefs
these
for
were orc
afterlife.
tribes.
Oh,
Like you know, if their eyes are gouged out here, are they blind in the afterlife, or you know, anything like some of those?
I mean, they don't have like. I mean, most of the orc afterlife stuff is it's sort of a Valhalla kind of thing. It's fighting but yeah, I mean their physical form isn't carried over to their afterlife.
So basically, the one that ran like a coward, probably not. Actually, probably none of them because they all fought like cowards.
Okay. In that case, let's sever their heads.
I'll show you. I'm gonna roll one of them over and put his hands behind his back like that, and then just slit his throat around the front. That way, if anybody finds them, they were prisoners that got their throats slit. No honor in that.
Sounds good.
Sure.
That
Well,
one.
I think the one I cleaved in half.
The one that what?
Can't really do that.
All right, so you guys,
We're gonna take a short rest. We're gonna press on
what are you gonna do?
because it's not safe area.
About
but
how long? Like a couple hours until dawn, or like 4 hours?
He
until
said
dawn?
like midnight.
No. It's like it's probably like maybe between like 2 and 4.
So I said we went to bed at midnight, didn't we?
Wow.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so actually, no, it's
wait,
probably
actually,
between like it's like
third
around
watch.
4.
She's third watch.
Yeah, it's around 4.
Oh.
Should be.
Well,
So
obviously
we
we,
should-
don't need to stay here.
Do we know that there was a first attack? Like, did y'all tell us that at all, or
No.
did we just
No.
assume it's the
I
one?
have time.
And this is the attack. You guys know.
I'm just gonna say more may know we're here.
Yeah, we should probably just
We
try
should
to head
press
that. Yeah, try to press on to Crossforge.
Sure.
I mean, we can see the lights, so we know the direction.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay. The four of you that didn't have the fight, make a perception check as you're heading out.
That didn't happen.
The initial.
Oh.
The initial fight. Yeah.
18.
I can't do anything.
18.
This is the worst night for
You
me.
stumble across dead orcs that were not clad the same. I mean, they're wearing chainmail.
We fought them in the swamp.
Yeah,
Right.
we're further into the swamp.
Yeah.
Well, we're heading that way.
I'm gonna
I'm sure.
point them out to the party because I don't know that you guys know about it already.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Don't
Just
worry
keep
about
walking.
it.
Where'd they come from?
Yeah. I don't know, they're dead.
These are different.
Dead is dead.
assassins.
Like, yeah, dead is dead, but
Dead is dead. I don't know, I'm gonna kill them.
that means there are a lot more orcs around here.
Yeah, so we should probably get the Frostforge.
So I'm already in agreement with that.
Yeah, we
Keep your eyes sharp.
Can
Okay.
I search the body?
You can make an investigation check.
Okay.
17 plus. I'm like 30.
Like 30.
Like 30 is like 27 or something like that.
Wow, you have a huge. That's good.
And plus
As you rifle through the one's body, he's got like a great sword kind of laying near him. You rifle through, and you do find in a pocket there's like a scrap of parchment.
Got anything written on it?
Yeah, you actually probably haven't seen it before. It's a skull with a 6-pointed star coming out of it.
Oh.
And I have not seen it before?
You probably haven't.
Okay.
Did you show us?
Yeah.
I pull up my IU symbol and it says. Same thing.
Yeah, you never. Well,
Yeah, what the hell is
you've
that?
seen it before, but not with these.
God.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me give me a religion check.
Carries the symbol.
19.
19. You've seen this
The
before.
god of death and destruction,
I think
right?
he worships him.
It's the god of pain and oppression. A little bit different.
Oh, not my god then.
There's no death and destruction. Okay, pain and oppression, not so much. You've seen a similar symbol before, except the skull and the star points are generally replaced with spider legs, and like the abdomen part of a spider is the central part. It's the symbol of Lolth, who is the goddess of the drow. And one reason that you disassociate yourself from drow society is because of Lolth worship. You don't agree with it. You've seen the symbol that's on the paper and the little amulet that he pulled out.
Are they the
that you
same?
found. Yeah, they're
Okay.
relatively the same. But you know that there's drow that have talked about IUs before, and that's the reason you left.
Like, I take the paper from you, and I'm like, this isn't good. And basically, I explain that to, I guess, you and you, because you're standing next to me. And then I say,
In Undercommon, I'm going to say none of this is good.
and I say, we should move far from here.
Sure you don't have anything, y'all don't know anything about these orcs?
They had a scrap of paper on them and weapons.
I'm gonna grab the greatsword.
How many weapons do you have now?
A lot.
5.
He's just basically like dragging all this metal.
Is the greatsword special at all?
I'm gonna start walking towards Frostforge.
At a certain point,
Yeah.
do all these
This
weapons
guy.
turn into armor for him? You get deflected by
Would
my
it be?
greatsword
Would I
across
know
the
that
chest.
it's normal for for orcs to follow that god if it's like a drow goddess?
So it's actually two different. IUs is his own god, and Lolth is her own. They're separate things, but they represent similar ideas.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, orcs would worship Lolth for sure. But like one of the reasons that you left out of the enclaves and moved more towards the surface was because Lolth worship was so rampant within your enclave that you were like, and like they literally would just torture people like constantly.
Isn't this the first sighting of IUs up here that we've had? I believe so.
Up here?
No, we've had some other followers
You'd have some
that
cultists early on.
were like trying to kill the dragon and stuff like that.
Yeah, you'd have the cultists and the dragon.
Let's see.
Oh, they were Ayus?
Yeah.
This is the first time we've seen anything like this. We've made it all the way to the Freljords. We have 3 artifacts. Somebody's onto us.
Somebody's been on to us the whole time.
So-
There's a traitor in the ranks. We found that out when we were still where it was nice and warm. So
Yeah.
freezing our balls off up here.
Just gonna hear Garen mumble under his breath, been onto you the whole time.
But I'll fill
True.
him in all about Ayus and all that kind of shenanigans since he doesn't know anything.
Yeah, you fill it in on the past and everything. So eventually,
Okay, well,
everyone does take a level of exhaustion for not getting along, except for you did real quick rest. But eventually you do around noon the next day.
As we're walking along and the sun's rising, I reach into
level 2
my
exhaustion.
cloak pocket
level 1 exhaustion.
and pull out a
Almost
letter
speeds half, so
and kind of open it up and reread it.
I'm
and
basically
then
carrying you now.
fold it up and put it back.
You just have disadvantage on
Nobody
all,
knows.
all checks.
And the whole time, Garen is talking in Undercommon to Zilva, just bitching about this whole thing.
This
Just
whole
the orc
mess.
raid in the middle of the night was the last straw. I'm just pissed.
Yes, you make it back to Frostforge. You pull up your hood to kind of, like, you've got papers, but
Stay during the
still,
radar.
like, it's the thing.
Be who you are.
I'll get you
Diversity.
killed.
Diversity day.
Do not appreciate who I am.
Yeah, so you make it back, and when you arrive actually at the gates, one of the guards, you know, as they check your papers, they recognize your name, Kriv, and they have basically a quick note for you that tells you to meet at. Oh, where did I write it down at? I did not.
I get the dictionary.
I get to make up a dwarf name.
I know. I'm sorry.
Is it a dwarf we met before?
No.
Access is taken.
They tell you to meet at Marond Anvilhammer. That's unique.
Moron Amplifier.
Yeah, Moron Anvilhammer.
Moron.
Marond, M-A-R-O-N.
Sounds about right. Somebody living up here.
Yeah.
Moron.
All right.
And the guard at the gate tells you that it's that obviously it's a smithy based on the guy's name, but they do like enchanted smithing as well. They tell you to meet you there.
To him? Or me?
I mean, they told you, but
Oh, okay. To meet him.
Enchanted smithing? Nice.
Alright.
You let us know?
Yeah.
I mean, you would have heard like.
That's right. You're right. I don't know. We're trying to meet, who's the guy we're trying to meet?
Who's it from?
It's from Russia.
Oh, it's from Russia? Okay, we go there.
Yes.
We head
Okay.
there.
So yeah, I mean, the guard at the gate is able to give you directions. You're able to
Okay.
find your way easy enough. Eventually, after kind of working through on the second level where all the smithies are, the second ring. Sorry, I'm trying to find the door city. On the second ring, you do eventually find this guy's forge, and as you walk in, sure enough, small little halfling wizard, long gray beard, sitting in the chair, waiting for you.
Legs dangling, kicking in the air.
Pretty much. He's having a chat with one of the guys that's working there. You can tell they're a little annoyed. You remember he's a bit eccentric. And as you walk in, he just sees you all and he says, "Oh, you finally made it back. It took you long enough." And he kind of looks at you two and he's like, I guess they found you while they were up here. Says, "So, do you have the artifacts?"
Yes.
Yes, we do.
He says, "Well, let me see them. Let me see them." He says, "I've been doing research while you've been up here. We need to actually forge the heart and the rod using the hammer. Convenient."
I'll pull the heart out.
Okay. He takes it. He just like he looks at it. He's like, interesting. He like sets it on the bench.
Where's the rod?
I will take the great axe and unstrap the rod from the great axe. Just go ahead and hand
Okay. He looks at it, and as he touches it, like you can see, like you haven't really noticed this because like of your kind of constitution. Like as he touches it, like you can see, like he gets like this pained look in his eyes, and like he just, oh, that's very powerful. And he sets it down on the table as well. He says, "Well, my research has shown that whoever wields the hammer has to forge these into basically a scepter." He says, "I'm assuming since it's on your belt that you're the one wielding it there, Reese."
I'm sorry, his name is Thor now.
What's Thor? I don't know a Thor.
Well, his hammer doesn't return yet, so he's not Thor yet.
That's what his daddy named him. In the palace.
In the palace. As he was chasing us through collapsing rooms.
He says, "Do you know anything of smithing?"
A little.
For a dwarf, that could be quite a bit.
I could assist him. I'm trained in it.
Okay.
I could teach him something. I teach him all.
You can stand behind him and grab
Show,
just like
show,
wrist.
show him how to use that
It's
hammer.
gonna be like a ghost. Okay.
Yeah. I just want to see the
There are
embrace
slight
behind the
differences, but
Should wrap your legs around it.
I'll just hold his arm.
A Goliath spooning a dwarf.
Like, who's the Swayze in this?
Something
Oh yeah, this
about
is
that
a guy that I
image.
can tell stuff to, right?
I don't know what my constitution is, but
Maybe.
it's not enough.
Like weapons.
I've said it before up here in the
So,
far north. I can't
Oh, you want to
unsee
do
that.
Reese? He has Rachel has like some notes and things that he's found that kind of show a schematic for how the two go together. It doesn't take anything real special to put them together. A little bit of iron, a little bit of mithril, all things that you're able to like procure from this guy.
I don't remember where it was, but I think with my background, I'm actually proficient in Smith's.
You are.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's part of your backstory. That
Okay.
you came
Yeah.
up with. So.
Well, I guess,
Don't screw this up.
Yeah.
Fate of the world is relying on it. No pressure.
guess I'm gonna forge the most important thing I've ever forged in my life.
Okay, so he gives you the schematics.
Good.
Roll a d20. 1.
Roll from that.
Just straight up. No, as you look through them, you
In the
realize
campaign.
there's several
Yeah,
there's
right.
several pieces that need to be made first. And as tired as you are, you figure that's probably a good idea.
Probably good at.
Because you probably didn't want to go into this tired. And you
Get
do
some
have
time
no
to get some
exhaustion,
rest.
So.
Let's go get some ale and some rest then.
Yeah, but basically, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can that are pretty simple. Like you know how to do like how to make like turn ingots into rods, things like that. You know, if you wanted to go ahead and do those today, you could.
Does all of it require the hammer forge, or can other people forge some of the items?
You're not sure. Like that's one thing. Like you ask Rachel, and he says, "I'm not sure. I know that the final forging obviously would have to be done, but it doesn't specify for the other parts."
I'm just gonna let you do it to make
Take a
sure.
chance. Yeah.
I think just I actually have 2 levels of exhaustion now.
Okay.
I think I'm just not even going to worry about the small pieces for now
Okay.
and just go at it. If it takes a full day, it takes a full day, but
Okay.
Hopefully we
tired.
have one more day.
Alright.
Okay.
Get
Sure.
some sleep.
Rachel looks a little disappointed. He says, I believe time is of the essence, but you do look rather, beat. So I would want to make sure we may not get more than one chance at this. So
Show them the cut on your neck.
okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do in the city?
Yeah, I want to sell this miscellaneous junk that I
Okay.
have.
What all do you have?
I have 200 gold worth of stuff.
Stuff.
They literally told me I had 200 gold worth of like random stuff that we found.
Oh, just like random art pieces and things like
Yeah.
that. Probably. Okay.
I think that's from the White Dragon or whatever.
Yeah.
His room. Yeah.
That he's
You just
Flip
swept
down.
down.
Oh,
a bunch of
okay.
Yeah,
stuff.
all that stuff. I also
So
have
you
the
got like
4.
gold cups and
Yeah, the
silver
4
and-
place settings of silver set.
You're missing a knife out of that, I believe.
Yeah, -1 knife. I have it written down. -1,
Okay.
minus knife. Then I have 2 mauls, 2 short swords,
Will
2
I need
hand
any-
axes.
Will I need any silver for this thing from that, or
Yeah, but it seems that Reichel has already like procured what other like things, like what other materials you'll need from the Forge Master.
okay?
Can I sell it? Arcane Focus? I already have one.
Yeah.
And the hyper. What about those Hypergriff claws? That we got a long time ago on the boat ride. Can you sell those?
At this point, like, well, if it's just the claw, I mean, yeah, you could. They're not going to be worth
Okay,
much. I mean,
I'll sell it. Focus though, because I
maybe
already
like a
have one.
jewelry thing, maybe. But, yeah, I mean, you can sell the Arcane Focus.
'Cause they
Like it's
need that here,
used,
especially since.
and it's kind of busted. Like
Oh.
the guy says, like not busted, but like you belong to an orc. Like
Okay,
orcs don't
so
take care
Did
of
you
stuff.
say 400 gold for all of it?
They said that, like they'll give you like a gold for the Arcane Focus if you want to sell it.
Ah.
Okay. So your things are gonna have to be sold to different places.
Yeah.
And I gotta look up how much some of this stuff is actually worth, like the weapons and things. Give me a second.
I was just trying to generalize it.
So you have some weapons.
I'm going to a test where
So you
there
have
is a
maul?
roaring fire.
You have 2 mauls.
2 mauls,
Red
2 short
units off
swords.
the boat.
Yeah.
The guy
Good
he says
ale.
he'll give you
Yeah, I'm drinking.
5 gold apiece
It's
for
been
the
a while.
walls.
Wow.
I owe you a few
Um,
drinks for the use of your shield.
You said you have what kind of swords?
2 short swords.
2 short swords.
I need to drink pain.
He'll give you 5 gold apiece for the short swords as well.
Okay.
Come on, Reese. Let me see if I can
You're at
actually
20
get you a
Great
drunk.
axe.
A great axe.
You could try.
He says he'll give you 10 gold pieces for the great axe.
2 hand axes.
I'm gonna drink top
Hand
myself.
axes.
Pretty tired. Can't imagine.
He'll give you a gold apiece for them.
I
Like,
don't
none
know
of
if
them are in
you
great.
can
None of
drink
this stuff
that
is in great condition. I'm pretty
No.
sure.
Okay.
The
Just
hand
drink,
axes
and
are
then I'll pass out.
Where did you get the hand
that's-
axes from?
yeah.
starting
fine.
equipment. So you're
I can drink pretty heavily.
decent.
Yeah, you really haven't used them all. He'll give you 4 gold pieces a piece for those.
So -2 plus. I have the long sword, the +1 long sword. I don't know if.
Do you want to sell that or do you want to keep that?
It depends on what he's offering for.
Um,
Or if he wants to check it out, because I didn't know if it had any special.
I mean, he looks at it. I mean, all he can tell is that it's a long sword.
Yeah, okay.
He's just a smith.
I thought he was an enchanter smith.
The guy who's looking at it is just a smith.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'll keep that. And then I have the 4 place setting, so I have to go somewhere else for that. 'cause it's
Yeah,
over
I mean, he'll offer you the value in silver, which he does a few
Sounds
tests
like
on
he's
it,
shopping.
and it's just silver plated.
He's going to teach shopping.
Yeah, that's what it sounds
He's
like.
like, I'll give you a gold for it.
1 gold for. No, I'll keep it.
Cheap people.
Why?
Means if we want to eat fancy one night,
You're just gonna tote all this stuff around?
I'll get rid of it.
All the stuff that you have now, just because you don't have a bag of holding, do you?
No.
No, I just have a giant backpack.
That's
And then I
stuff
have the
is falling
200
out
gold
of
worth
it.
of
Yeah, just like 15 different weapons
So
soaking out of
I'm
it.
gonna just randomize a little bit here, so my percentile dice, just to see what they'll actually. All right, so I'm gonna do 2 percentiles to see how much they'll actually give you on this. That's pretty good. Around town, you're gonna be able to
We
sell
need to do a
all of
split
it
of some of the
for
parts gold, too.
150.
That would be disappointing to get
150.
115.
disadvantage.
I've had that happen
Four
before.
One,
But it would be extremely gratifying with advantage.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So is there any like?
So you guys basically are just gonna wait
We're
this whole
drinking.
day out.
We went to a tavern.
Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, they actually have, right, like Reichel has like, you guys have been staying at like kind of a regular sort of tavern. He actually has like nice rooms for you and like a nice tavern, like it's got a good continental
Nice
breakfast
ale.
with like, you know, sausage and gravy.
Okay. We have not had good food in a while, so
No.
we're like massively chowing down.
Yeah.
And I tell the barmaid that whatever this man wants to drink is on me.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
a-
it's
that's a tab.
like you can run up whatever tab you want. Like,
All right.
It all seems to be covered.
Oh, okay.
That even better. But
Yeah.
I will.
I owe him a lot for the use of his shield.
What are you guys doing?
personal house. I'm going back to see you.
You're heading back to
Um,
Titus's. Okay.
I guess I'll follow them to the
Just
bar.
tried to grab the hammer.
So you head back to Titus's
Your arm
for
off.
and you're like you
I know I didn't
whatever he's gonna
drink
do for
the
the day.
whole
You're not doing anything else. Okay, so you're with. So the five of you are drinking.
Eating and
Okay, so you spend the day. Nothing too exciting happens. Rachel comes down a few times, and he'll talk with you for a while. But other than that, if you guys don't want to do anything else today, you're able to spend the night, get a long rest, get all your stuff back, lose your points of exhaustion.
Yay.
When you wake up the next morning, what do you want to do? What are you doing when you come back to the party or?
We head back to the thing and get the hammer.
It really depends on you.
I'm gonna eat breakfast this morning.
When
on
do
you.
you want to do that? Because
A nice
personally,
healthy breakfast.
I think I'm just gonna stay at
I mean, not healthy,
Like he
healthy,
just
healthy.
disappears without saying anything.
for today. Yeah.
Okay.
Sausage,
Bacon.
Yeah. So the five of you have your rooms.
potatoes,
bacon.
meat
I will
salad.
say,
Bacon.
do you want to go back to his place before y'all?
Ooh.
Daddy doesn't like visitors in my bedroom.
Have y'all explained like why y'all are on?
Yeah, I did.
Or have we?
Yeah,
asked?
you guys have been
Okay.
talking
Yeah,
about it
yeah.
for the last day or so.
Well, yeah. Then I go back to his house to basically ask if he's gonna come along,
Okay.
like on the journey.
I will go to the enchanter's shop and see if he sells anything.
Okay. So what do you got?
And wait for him.
What happens
We
in
need
that
to do like
I'm gonna buy some health potions.
scenario?
So we can buy some.
Yeah. I have the 1,280 for
After that past experience.
What are you saying to me?
Basically, I'm just gonna explain to you that after they told me what was going on, that I feel compelled to follow and help. I haven't told y'all that I'm planning on coming with you or asked out, but that's what I'm telling you and seeing how you feel about it.
Honestly, probably the way that this would actually play out is you would get there and Titus would answer the door. I wouldn't even be there. He would have sent me on some other errands because obviously we've been gone for like what?
Probably a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so
Catch up.
stuff's building up at the shop, so I probably wouldn't be there. Just a letter, detailing.
He's not even going to tell
Why?
his friend goodbye.
I don't get the impression that we were super close.
You were just his guide down there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, ends the letter. You know where to find me. Safe travels, Garrett. That's it.
Yeah, this probably isn't odd for me, so I'm gonna head back to the the tavern.
Make an investigation check.
You should see me up against the wall like this.
14.
14. You turn the letter over. On the back, there's arcane writing, and just a note. Like the front of the letter looks like it's written nice, like he took time to write it. But this looks like it's scrawled and it just says to help out on the top side. And as you read through it, you realize he's like basically instructing you how to cast Disguise Self, so you can add Disguise Self as a first level spell.
Nice.
You were friends.
See, apparently he was a friend.
Right?
Best friends.
He just could not handle the emotions of the farewell.
Did you know me at all when you made this character? It's just crazy. It's so spot on.
So, you guys make your way back to the forge, ready to go for the forge. And as you walk in, you do see some other people in the forge that appear they might be, like, they have a magical bent to them. But the other thing that you notice, sitting in the corner in his full gleaming plate armor, your old friend, Marcus Dawnbringer. And as he looks at you, he
Hello,
says,
Marcus.
"Yeah, good morning, Ben. You all have done well. Thank you. We will finish this. That I promise you." And that's where we'll stop.
Yay.
XP
You already got your
Got
XP.
XP.
off the orcs.
You get 5 XP.
Challenge rating 1 monster. I've got 100 XP. There you go. Actually, no. The boss is a 4, so
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like the ones that we
Forecaster
fly.
and the chief.